I've always believed that comics is a legitimate art form, and it was so frustrating being in college. Like, there are certain artists that were allowed into the curriculum and certain artists that weren't. And I would always ask them, like, when I was back in school for painting and printmaking, like, we could look at Andy Warhol, we could look at Ansel Kiefer or David Sally or somebody. But I was like, well, what about Jack Kirby? Like, can we look at Jack? Like, no, that's comic books. And then it's like, okay, well, then is it merely money? Like, do you just want to see some money? Here's Frank Frazetta, motherfucker. You happy now? But then it's like, that's not enough. There is something that's very special to comics that makes it a different art medium. The French call it the ninth, right? We already have dance, poetry, literature, music, right? Go on the line. And then eventually comics is something, it's a weird hybrid of storytelling and picture making. And I think it's its own medium. It's special. It really is.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to my channel. It's a Friday. What a weird day. It's not Wednesday, but it's called My Wednesday Comics. Doesn't matter. Have you guys not figured that out yet? It really doesn't matter what day it is. I'm just going to stream when I'm supposed to stream or when I want to stream, and that's today. No, I was going to stream on Wednesday, but I mentioned in my community post that I got to a late start in the day. Then I went to the shop or the shops, and I didn't pick up any books. I think since the first time I started this channel, it's been a week. This is the first week that I have not picked a book. That's crazy. I mean, there's been days like I didn't stream entirely because I was sick or I was on vacation or whatever. But I think when I've been consistent about streaming, this has been the first week I've gone to the store and didn't pick up a book, which was surprising. I was thinking I was going to pick up maybe one book, but even when I flipped through it, I decided not to. So maybe I'm becoming more frugal. Maybe I'm looking at my bank account and realizing you can't keep this up, Rocky. But no, I didn't pick it up. So I didn't have anything to stream, and I really had to pivot and figure out what about comics I could talk to you guys and share with you guys. And it took a little bit of digging, and I got some stuff. I got some really cool stuff actually to look at today. Some from my collection, deep in the dark dungeons of my collection. I've got some really cool things to look at. But also concurrently at the same time all that was happening, I was building the back end of this channel. So, introductions. My name is Rocky Ballesteros. I started this YouTube channel about a year and a half again, maybe more than a year and a half ago, because of my love of comics. And I was really encouraged by my friend Shanthan Jetty Art to do it. And it's just kind of evolved into what it is now. And I have had so much fun doing it. And it's been an incredible journey. And it's been really, really fun building the community with you guys here. Just people wanting to get together, chat. 75% of the time, 80% of the time, maybe we're talking about comics. The other 20%, who knows what we're talking about? It's crazy. But that's the really fun part that was not planned when I started this channel. So I've had such a great time doing that. And I've been building it and just kind of, we've been getting more subscribers, more people joining like you fine folks. And it's been awesome. But I realized okay, we got to level up this channel. So we've been on this journey, haven't we, of getting a certain number of subscribers, trying to get monetized, and it's like an up and down, especially with just the way that YouTube works, as many of you guys already know, with the hundreds and thousands of channels you might already be subscribed to. There's just a whole process of doing this. But recently, I was able to get to a point where I could actually open up the floodgates of having people not only subscribe to my channel and like the channel and come and watch the channel, but become members. And so yeah, I wish it was as easy as to just press a button and memberships happen, but there's a lot of back end that goes into it. Figuring out what that means, tiers, if you're going to have tiers, different levels, what is the price point going to be? Because if you're asking people to support you, you better make it worth their money. So that all has been formulating in my brain for months now as we've been making to this point. So that is also what has been preoccupying a lot of my time, on top of collecting comics, on top of doing the Master Study series. And so, yeah, we're finally here. I wouldn't say I'm 100% ready, but I'm kind of ready. And part of that process will kind of unfold in front of you guys today. We're going to walk through today what I'm planning for this channel. But as far as I know, and you guys can check it out and double check for me, because it's actually hard for me to see being the owner of this channel. But I think memberships on YouTube are live. And I just have one little tier there, and I'll talk about all the reasons why I'm doing it the way I am. There's a rhyme and a reason to it. It's not random like most of my life. But I think there is a place where there should be a little button down there that says join. And if you join, it'll ask you if you want to, pay the $1.99 a month to join my channel and become an official member of my channel, which I would be honored if anybody did. Things are going to continue on here. But if people do put down money to actually become a member of this channel, I'm hoping to give you a value for that dollar and just make it worth your while. So we'll talk about that more in depth now, but I definitely want to say hello to everybody. And wow, something just went in my eye. But I want to say hello to everybody before we get into it, because it is a little bit of an involved conversation. That memberships, it's going to involve YouTube, it's going to involve Discord, and it's also going to involve this other site that I've plugged myself into called Fourthwall, which I'll explain to you guys in a little bit. But we're shooting the fat here. That's a part of this stream that I like to call Shooting the Fat, where we can catch up, see who all is in the chat, and say hello. And then we also have comics to go through. The comics that I dug out from my collection, we have some of those to go through as well. So let's see who is here. What's up, Lindsay Rose? How are you doing?
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Something seriously is in my eye. That's not good. Something like flew in my eye. Lindsay Rose, so good to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being first in the chat. And it's been a pleasure having you be a regular here now on our stream. We love it. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you had a good week. I did miss streaming on Wednesday, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. It's like an anchor point in the middle of my week, and I have a lot of my schedule of everything else built around Wednesday happening. So when it didn't happen, I was like, oh, well, is it really a Wednesday? Can we really call this Wednesday if I don't stream and talk about comics? But anyway, great seeing you here. Comrade Sammy is in here in the house. I really feel like I'm going blind in this eye. Because I feel like something like flew in my eye and then the light is shining in my eye. How you doing, Comrade Sammy? Comrade Sammy said, if I can find it, here we go. Not sure that I can stick around for the entire stream. That's okay. I know it's Friday. Many of you guys are probably getting off work or settling in for the weekend. Me too, but we're going to get this stream in and we're going to have a good time today. And it'll launch you into the weekend. Just so excited about my channel, about comics, and about Saturday being right in the horizon. Lindsay Rose says, I'm surprised Mark isn't here yet. Me too. Where is that Mark? It's not too late yet. Is he getting dinner maybe? He should be off work. Mark's not asleep now. A true TGIF. Yes. Lindsay Rose says, I'm off work now. That's awesome. It's going well. Yes, I'm doing well. You guys would not be surprised, or maybe you would be surprised. You guys would be surprised about how doing this YouTube thing is not for the weak. It just I've said this a million times, but you're like the on-screen talent. You're the behind-the-scenes talent. You are the designer, you're the content writer, you're the researcher, you're the lighting director, you're the sound engineer, you're the audio editor. It's a lot. And then with all this like membership YouTube research thing, I was like making icons. I don't know. It was kind of crazy. So it's nuts. And it takes up a lot more time than you think it does, but it's fun. It's worth it. And I'm hoping it would make it worth it for you guys. Now I'm the one who's surprised Mark hasn't shown up yet, as well as the others. Where are we? Where are these people? They're hiding from us, maybe? My Wednesday, Friday comics, that's right. Zaid Comics in the house. What's up, Phil? So Phil just recently launched a campaign. I will call that up in a little bit. Phil launched a campaign. It's looking awesome. It's a Western, supernatural Western. If you guys don't know, Zaid Comics, independent comic producer, also very active in the YouTube space. And he's a frequenter of the chat. But great seeing you here, Phil. I love this new campaign that you had launched. It looks pretty awesome. The artwork looks amazing. And the content or the story looks incredible. Phil is the writer, so very excited for you and hope you had a successful launch. To that, I'll be keeping my eye on that one for sure. Awesome One is here. What is up?
Yes, that's awesome.
Awesome One, you're awesome. Thank you for showing up this Friday. Rocky dug deep through his comic hoard to find comics for us. I did. And I actually found a lot, right? So I was just pulling out a bunch from my shelf. I was like, oh, that'd be awesome to talk about. That would be awesome to talk about. The hardest part was like whittling that down or finding a theme. And so the book or they're not all books actually. The items that I picked for us today are kind of more collectory than they are like story reading stuff, you know. So I'm very excited to look at this because they don't really in a normal Wednesday. It's like they're kind of odd things to fit in here, but I think for today they'll all work really well together. So I'm very excited to dig into those. Thought it was 80% other and 20% comics. You are probably right. You are probably right. Awesome one. I'm trying to be optimistic that this is actually a channel about comics, but it's not. It really isn't. Zaid Comics saying hello to everybody. Mo Biggs is in the house. What's up, Mo?
Better known as Mo, Big wasn't always the confident voice we hear today.
We got the Mo Biggs. We got the awesome one. The chat is going to be off the hook. It's going to go crazy direction because the two of you guys are here. And then I'm sure, or not I'm sure, but if Emo Trash shows up, it's going to be wild. It's going to be a Friday party. Rocky can afford to go to the zoo more. Yeah, maybe. That's right. Everybody's saying hello. Ready for what? I just got here. I don't remember. Ready for, let's like fill in the blank. Comics. Ready for memberships. Ready for the weekend. Ready for dinner? I don't know. Rocky's going to become a vigilante in San Fran. Got to let Mark get that first membership in, though. You know, truth be told, guys, I DM'd him on the side. So we'll see what happens. Rocky should create a self-insert comic where criminals kill the pig feeder lady and Rocky kills them and feeds them to pigs. I'm going to have to bookmark that, Mo Biggs. That pig feeder lady, man. The story is writing herself. Just wink at us for a while, Rocky. I will. No, I think it's good. I think it's cleared up. But I don't know, when I told you guys something was in my eye, I felt like I'm not having a stroke, but like there was like a bright light and like, yeah, maybe I am having a stroke. There will be at least 5 pages of typing panels while Rocky is hacking. Jeffrey Beats, how you doing, my friend?
10% bogan, 50% bogan, 100% bogan.
Good day, all. What? Saturday morning. Jeffrey Beats, amazing. Saturday morning. How is the Saturday? We haven't hit it yet here. How is Saturday feeling for you? Glad to be into the weekend, I'm sure. And of course, Rocky's character will yap so much there will be more word balloons than a Bendis book. It'll be like one of those, I've seen it in a comic before, I can't think of it offhand, but like where the word balloons will just overwhelm and like be like physical things that come into frame. I have to take children to sports soon. Sounds like a classic Saturday for a parent. So, well, hope you have a little bit of, maybe you're like sitting on the chair, sitting on the couch waiting for them to put on their cleats or their gear, waiting to leave the house. So hope we can give you a little bit of entertainment before you take off. I woke up at 4 p.m. sick last night. Didn't sleep much. Bummer. Awesome one. Hope you're feeling better. Greetings from a surprising cold, Mean Gene. When you say cold, what are we talking about, Jeffrey Beats? What is cold for you guys there? It's only the busiest streamer on YouTube, K-Pop Junkie, the one and only K-Pop Junkie is here. What's up, K-Pop? As an Easter egg to Cranberry in the book, Rocky's second favorite cat will be wearing a little t-shirt that says, this is incredible. What you're tracking here is incredible, Mo Biggs. I'm just going to say. And frightening. It's kind of stalker level, really. This week I picked up Wolverine, Batman 1, and Uncanny. I don't know anything about Wolverine. Uncanny, I fell off of Uncanny. Batman 1, that was the one I was looking at. Jorge Jimenez is the artist. And was the writer... The writer wasn't Scott Snyder. Who's the writer on that? But I mean, his artwork's amazing, Jorge Jimenez. But to be honest, I picked it up, flipped it through. I said, looks great. And I put it back because I was like, I think I have a little bit of Batman fatigue. Not going to lie. The Batman books that I'm picking up, Absolute Batman, Batman and Robin Year One, Batman Long Halloween, Last Halloween. Is that all? Batman Gargoyles of Gotham, which that issue 4 has not come out. That's been like months. That's super late. That's the Rafael Grampa series. Amazing, but late. All those Batman books, they're really good. But I'm like, yeah, I've got a little bit of Batman fatigue. I mean, I was picking up Batman Dark Patterns, but I only picked up maybe 2 issues of that. There's a little bit of Batman fatigue. The cool thing I heard about that series, though, is each story apparently is self-contained. So there is going to be not really any continuity that you have to follow for that line. It's like you could just pick up any issue and get a full story in it. Kind of cool. But yeah, it's just another Batman. Excuse me. You're the Asian with persuasion. I am. Persuasion. Batman 1 is great art, not great story. Really? Bummer. That's a bummer to hear. Yeah, Jorge Jimenez is awesome. He's a really good artist. And I think I saw a social media post from him when that book launched, and he was like thanking the fans. The guy's like a dashingly handsome guy too. I'm like, you get the looks, you get the artwork, and you got a #1 book drawing Batman. Man, life doesn't get better than that. Mo Big says, guys, Merrick sent me a telegram. He's trying to get into the chat, but he keeps getting a busy signal. I heard episode 2 of Batman is awesome. Of the episode 2, like issue 2 of Batman, you already know what it's about. Oh, okay, all right, baby. Maybe I can like pick up like an issue here and there of that series since it is more self-contained. Who knows? I just came up with a title for the comic, The Rocky Horror Super Show. Nice. Awesome one says Phil's book, Man with No Strings. All right, there he goes. There's the link for Phil's book, The Man with No Strings, which is a great title. Great title. Very, very much so a homage or harkens to those like, you know, Westerns, like Clint Eastwood Westerns. The Man with No Name. Love it. Yeah, it looks great. 110% funded already. How about that? Timmy Mello. Hey, Chad, I'll probably be mostly lurking in the background. No problem, Timmy Mello.
The Guardians are headed to October.
Great to see you. Mark, not Merrick. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I'm like, Merrick. I thought it was like a Doctor Who reference. Memberships are ongoing. Yes, let's talk about it. We will talk about it in a second. Yo, Rocky and chat, Cranberry Langers.
This is a cranberry full of power.
The man with a plan. Cranberry Langers just became a member. What the heck? Thank you so much. That was super fast. Thank you, Cranberry Langers. So appreciate that. Wait, why didn't that show up on my thingamabob? Oh well. Cranberry Langers, this one's for you, buddy. Thank you so much, Cranberry Langers, member of my channel. How about that? Might be Angels or Cataract, possibly. Mark's music obsession. Where are you, buddy? Wait. There we go. That's what I missed with Cranberry. I have no idea why that didn't show up for you, Cranberry. Mark's music obsession became a member. Thank you so much, everybody. This one's for you, Mark. Amazing. Thank you so, Mark. Thank you so, Mark. I keep reading Mo Biggs's texts or chats that say Merrick, Mark, and I'm getting tongue-tied here. Thank you so much. Timmy Mello just became a member. What in the heck? You guys. So why didn't it show up? Okay, I'm having a little issue with the maybe it I think what happened was there's going to be a lot of back-end talk here, guys, because there's a lot of tech talk. Tech talk, not TikTok. There's going to be a lot of tech talk here just to give you guys an insight of the hurdles here that we have to get through. But that, where it says bloop, 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 so-and-so became a member, is a little widget that I've installed into this channel. And it was off at the beginning of the channel. Have no idea why. But it's also invisible until somebody activates it. Activating is like somebody becomes a member, somebody gives you a super chat, somebody becomes a subscriber, I think is an activation also. Somebody gifts memberships, all those kind of things that happen should activate that thing. But because it was hidden, I didn't see Mark's, I didn't see Cranberry or Timmy Mello's. But I do see it in the chat here because it says Timmy Mello just became a member. So awesome, you guys. Love it. Thank you so much, Timmy Mello. Here's some kiwi for you. Nice. I'm so excited. So excited. Okay, wait. Now I'm lost in the chat. Yeah, the Batman story didn't seem that great from what I read. Cranberry Langers. Oh yeah, this is about comics. Yes. Fire, baby. That's right. Kiwi fire for everyone. More fire. I didn't become a member. I became the first member. Has to count since you were supposed to save it for me. I'm going to give it to you, Mark's music obsession, because you've been saying it for months now. Okay, let me get into a... I don't know. I cannot guarantee that, Mo Biggs. It might happen. Let me talk to you guys a little bit about the memberships and how I'm thinking it, right? It could be a disaster. It could not work. But we're taking baby steps here, and then we're building this out, hopefully in a meaningful way. And a lot of it has to do with how YouTube does memberships and kind of what I would love memberships to do, how I've seen other people do memberships, how I've seen other people use, like Patreon is another site that has kind of been up there. And so I'm not a professional YouTuber, right? Okay. Let's just get that reality out in the open. If you guys haven't figured this out, I'm not a professional YouTuber. But the way that YouTube is built with its subscriptions and all that kind of stuff, it works for people who solely are all about what YouTube is. Now, that's awesome. It's great. It's a great ecosystem. There's a lot of pros. If you're talking about pros and cons, there's a lot of pros of having that built into there. So I didn't want to, not recognize that and not utilize the advantage that YouTube already has that built into their system. So the first kind of membership tier that I built is a $1.99 subscription, $2 a month. And it's just really for the fun of what we're doing here on YouTube for these live streams, predominantly for the live streams. So what that comes with, the $1.99 is you get a membership badge, which is like a lot of other YouTube channels, right? So I had to make these little YouTube membership badges, and they're little ink blots is what I did, just color-coded ink blots. So the longer that you're a member in the channel, consistent member in the channel, the different color changes in your ink blot. So I believe the starting YouTube channel member, if you are a new member on my channel, it's a black ink blot. and then it kind of changes in colors. Cranberry Langer says, technically you are a professional YouTuber now. Thanks to you guys. Mo Big says, member number 1 was an asterisk with Cranberry. Member number 2 was Timmy. Member 3 crossed out and changed number 1 to an asterisk was Mark. Oh no, it's written, permanently written. Emo Trash is in the house. What's up, Emo Trash? Emo Trash, it's already derailed. So welcome to the party. Mark's Music Obsession would have done whatever was needed to actually be first. Can't help I walked in with food and the stream was on. Others had joined. It wasn't scheduled specifically. Oh, geez. Don't worry, Mark. Don't worry. Okay. So going back to YouTube memberships, it is $1.99 a month and you get the badge, right? And then I made little emojis. So all it allows me for the first, I believe, 4 members. If I get 4 members, you can only have 4 emojis. And then the more members after 4 that you get, they start giving you the option to add more emojis. So those of you guys who are members, you can check out the emojis that you can do, the 4 emojis that you can use. And so, wait, let me see if I can even see it on my YouTube window here. So if I'm not mistaken, there's a calendar Wednesday emoji. So we're talking about My Wednesday Comics. You can drop that My Wednesday Comic emoji. Can I use it as the owner? Yeah. All right, I just put in the chat. There's that Wednesday Comic emoji. There's a Shooting the Fat emoji, which you can barely read. That's Shooting the Fat, but you can recognize it. There is a turtle with a 30 on his back, and that's like, it takes me 30 minutes to catch up on the chat. That's why I made that emoji. And then the final emoji is, wow, you can barely read it. So it's really hard to read, but that's my boomer emoji. It's like an old man with a boomer on top of his head. So the funny thing is that I didn't know that there were limits on, the number of emojis, because I actually made more emojis. So maybe this will be a little bit of an incentive for some of you guys to join, because I made more emojis, which as you add more members, you can add more emojis. So emojis that I've already made I made a lime jello emoji. I made a pig emoji. I did, Mobigs. Looking at you, man. I made a pig emoji. I made a yapping. Here we go. I made not 1, but 2 yapping emojis. Not a pig feeder. I couldn't fit that all in that small square, but there is a pig emoji. And Emo Trash, am I muted? That's a brilliant emoji. I have not made that, but I will put that on the list. There you go. So yeah, it's fun. It's kind of a fun thing that can grow with us as this channel grows. And I'm sure you guys are very familiar with how this all works. Probably being members to other channels. It's just fun. It just helps personalize the channel and makes it more unique to what I'm doing here, right? So that's fun. And that's all I kind of wanted to do on YouTube, to be honest. So a lot of other YouTubers I've seen, they do like private video streams, private video, this and that. And that's cool. But one thing I have heard from other people and other content creators is if you put all your eggs in one basket, be it YouTube or all in one platform, you kind of run the risk of YouTube all of a sudden saying, well, your content is, doesn't follow the new rules that we put in and we are shutting down your channel, and then you lose it all. And so that was a big concern of mine of, if I build out tiers and it's like, oh, special stream tiers and special blah, 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 that I would lose the potential to lose all that. And I've had a couple of roadblocks already with YouTube, as you guys have heard in the past, of, YouTube saying, nope, you can't do that, or we're pulling that down, or you get a strike. So that made me nervous, and that also made me want to build out. Wait, I just got a crazy email. That's potential. Oh, geez. So hopefully this doesn't affect us, but I just got an email that there's a potential outage in my area. So that would be great. If this all of a sudden shuts down, you guys heard it here first. Anyway, when I started researching that more and thinking about memberships more, and also, to be honest, like how much more time commitment. It's like, not only do I have to try and maintain the current streams that I'm doing, which is the consistent ones are My Wednesday Comics and the Master Studies, but all of a sudden I have to create like private extra streams. And I had gone through these iterations of thinking what those could be. But that's a lot of work. That's a lot of extra work. And to be honest, I'm not big enough to really have private streams or whatever yet. You know, I think I just want the audience to get as much as they can from everybody to have access to everything right now. So yeah, that didn't really appeal to me. And so I just decided, just for YouTube, because of the use of YouTube and the community in YouTube, I just wanted to build that one membership tier. However, I do want to continue to build this channel out bigger than just YouTube, right? So that's where Discord and this other site called Fourthwall, which is, just think about Patreon. It's pretty much a competitor with Patreon. I just like the way and the functionality a lot better than Patreon. They actually take a less of a cut out of what you get paid there. So let me show you guys what I have up cooking at Fourthwall. And then hopefully it will start making a little bit more sense. But how do I do this? Where am I going? Oh yeah, we said that. Nomo, that was on Rocky to let me know when. Turtle emoji, you say? Yes. Yes. That was not an accident, Comrade Sammy. Lime Jello emoji, yes. Mark's Music Obsession. Mark, you something. Mark's Music Obsession just dropped a $4.99 super chat. Mark, you're the man. Thank you so much, Mark. Such a great dude, such a great supporter. I am just taken back. Cranberry Landers, what the heck is going on, you guys? You guys are like just raining on the parade here. All right, let me get one Kiwi in here, and then I'm going to get the other one too. Thank you so much, Mark's Music Obsession, and Cranberry Landers for gifting memberships. More Kiwi. Lindsay Rose says, what does the lime jello emoji look like? Let me see. I can show you this. I think. Okay, this will take me a second, but I think I can show you this. Oh, I wonder if I just... If I open this... I'm telling you, this is kind of going to be one of these weird techie streams, because can I do that? Because this is kind of a techie conversation. Oh, okay. Do you see that? that's the line right there in front of your face. Well, I just grew it. It's not, that's the lime jello emoji right there, guys. So if you want with the memberships, well, I don't know. Cranberry Lantern's just gifted memberships. So maybe if more of you guys join, we can open it up. I'll have to take a look afterwards and see where we're at the end of this stream, but maybe I can add in the lime jello. Like here, okay, I'll show you the other ones too, or some of the other ones. I just can't remember where I put it. Oh, okay. Mo Biggs will like this one. There we go. Got some pig love there. Right? Come on, guys. This will be great. It's actually, I'm kind of a details person, if you haven't gotten that. Like, I love little details and, like, the devil's in details. I totally believe that phrase. And so I can get I can get a bit obsessed with things like this. Like, I was noodling around in the shadows on that lime jello right there and the little colors there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's all fun. So if we open up more memberships and we get more members, tell your friends that we need that lime jello emoji so we can use it a lot, all the time. Okay, so that's YouTube, right? It's just making the YouTube experience more fun. That was my purpose. I didn't want it to like unlock stuff or whatever. However, to get a different tier or a different experience, I did start building something out in Fourthwall. So let me show you guys what that is right now. And I did make it go live, I think, right before we went live here. So, is it this one? All right. Yes. Yes. Okay. So let me show you. Oh, wait. Who's here? John's here. What's up, John? Good seeing you.
He goes, what's your name? He goes, John.
Hello, all. Catching up 13 minutes out. No problem, John. Great to see you. It wouldn't be the same without you with this very momentous stream. John is a dinghy. He spent all day fishing. The odds of Rocky getting banned from YouTube are pretty low, unless YouTube reads my comments in the chat and blames Rocky. That could happen. The probability of me getting banned went up once you joined Mobiggs. I'm just saying. Okay, let's see. They are shutting off my power for maintenance in September 11th. Oh gosh, who planned that? that's not good. We're all agreed he's completely culpable. Yes, just be Tim Pool and ignore 99% of the super chats. I don't know Tim Pool that much. I mean, I know like how big of an audience he has. I'm pretty sure there's a good reason why he ignores those super chats. Rocky is expanding to Crackle. There we go, Mark's music obsession. Congrats on the membership, my son. Thank you so much, Mark. MySpace will be lit. That's right. Netscape gonna make a comeback. Yes. Cranberry's trying to gift it to everybody in the chat. What a generous dude. Thank you so much, Cranberry. That's awesome. It's not showing the gifted memberships. Really? What? Wait. That's not good. Let's see. Yeah, how does that work? I don't know. That's not cool. If you like did that and it didn't show, I don't even know how gifted memberships work. I'm sorry. I'll look into it, Cranberry, but I don't know what happened. I figured the turtle emoji probably wasn't a coincidence. No. Okay, Cranberry is getting upset. That's strange. Usually the gifted members are listed. Is auto gift them or does he have to set it that way? Yeah, it didn't work though, I guess. Even the stream chat, Mo can't get a free membership. Oh, shoot. Will an emoji be besides our name in chat showing members like some do? Will an emoji be beside our names in chat showing members like some do? It should. It doesn't? Okay, wait. Okay, we got We got to make sure this is right, Cranberry Landers. We can't not have this. Welcome to my tech stream. Okay, let's see. Memberships. Yes. Yes. Memberships. See your members. You guys are there. I see your badges. Resources. Links to share. Badges and emoji. Yes. No. Super chats. Yes. Promotions. License. Ugh. Let me look it up. To enable receiving gift memberships on you, you must opt in for each channel. Go to a channel's live stream, click on the $ icon in the chat, select membership, then click on allow gifts. I don't have that. Do you guys have that? The 3 dots in the chat? I see. Oh, okay, here. No. I see that when I go to fan funding, I see Cranberry Landers sent 5 gift memberships. So that's awesome. I don't know. Mo Big says, someone used the boomer emoji to remind Rocky to set up. Thank you guys. Eating caused me to miss the beginning of the stream. Diet time. Where did the gifted memberships go? You know when you're famous, people are going to wonder why in the world you have a Jello emoji. That's right. And you guys will know. I will use PFL to represent. Use a pig figure later. Please do not mistake. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Are you showing? I am showing something. I will. Sorry. Rocky, fix this now before these memberships become memberships. This tiny screen is a meme. The 3 dot things doesn't show on iPhones. I have allowed GIF set to on. What in the heck? I think. Okay, wait. So let me keep reading, or let me move out of this screen because otherwise, Awesome One is going to keep making fun of me. So you can also do this by join. Selecting the 3 dot, choose gift settings to enable the option. Go to live stream, find the $ icon in the live chat box, click on it, select membership. Click the 3 vertical dots, select gift settings, allow gifts. Alternative steps, YouTube, join, 3 dot menu, gift settings, allow gifts. Is it me or is it you guys? Nope. Mo Big says, I have allowed gifts set to on. Now we'll make... What the blazes? So you must be signed into personal... Gifted memberships are allowed in live chat and YouTube selects viewers to receive them. Click join, more gifts. Are you guys... No, you guys... To enable receiving of gifts, you must opt in on each channel individually by going to the channels page, clicking join button, and selecting 3 dot gift setting, allow gifts. So it sounds like it's on your guys' end. Not mine, is it? settings, permissions. Channel, advanced settings. Don't disable. Feature eligibility. I'm going to lose my memberships because I'm doing this. But I feel really bad, Cranberry Langers. This is not good. I can't seem to see where your YouTube partner, memberships. Yes. Supers and gifts turner. Was that it? There was like a turn on gifts, but I thought it was like these weird gems. How supers and gifts make. Maybe that was it. There was something I just clicked on. Maybe that was it. I'm gonna move on, Cranberry Langers. If it doesn't work, if that was it, and you just lost money, you can DM me on the side, and I will pay you back because that's lame. And you are doing this out of the goodness of your heart, and for it not to work kind of sucks. So Mo Big says, I'm used to being denied gift memberships. I mostly feel bad for Cranberry having his gifts lost to the ether. It's like having something lost in the mail. That's a bummer. If you can't see who was gifted them, I'd imagine it would be everyone. Yeah. DM me on the side, Cranberry Landers. We'll figure this out. All right. What's up, Big Boy Burgers? How are you doing? It's that anti-Mo widget you set up. Totally. I set it up on this channel when you announced you had started members. So Cranberry just gifted one membership. He's trying it out. Did anybody get it? Like, how can you see who gets it? Did anybody get it? Does it say who's supposed to get it? Go to channel. No. So did anybody get that? Let us know. It would say in the chat who got gifted the membership. So why isn't it working? This is a bummer. This is a total bummer. Okay, we're going to have to... It says in live stream chat is allow gifts prompt. Click allow gifts. Select the opt-in button. Why can't I gift memberships? Okay, this is a lot more research that has to be done. So we will figure this out, everybody. Nobody gift any memberships until we figure this out. This is very frustrating. But at least, well, it doesn't show up on Ecamm, but at least we have the boomer button. Anyway, is there someplace people claim? No, I know they go they're automatic. Yeah, usually it shows them. These gift memberships are like one of Cranberry's jokes when I'm not in the chat. Nobody got it. Dang. Okay, so this is why I don't want to depend 100% on YouTube. This is proving it right here. Okay, this is what, let's talk about Fourthwall here. Fourthwall is, actually, let's talk about Discord first, guys. Now, I find Discord so confusing, but I think I'm understanding it more and more as I've been part of more Discord channels and like seeing how people do it. But the interface is a little kind of crazy, and look how boring that looks. Like you can't even spice it up much, or maybe you have to pay to your subscription to make it look nice. I don't know. I'm too cheap to do stuff like that. So it looks pretty plain Jane, but here we go, guys. I built a Discord channel called the Groomsman Ground. And for those of you who know me and have known my history on YouTube, when I first joined, I didn't go by Rocky Ballesteros. I kind of went by the name The Groomsman. And predominantly because I was in Shant's and Jetty's chats a lot and just kind of joining that and having fun with that. And I was a groomsman in his wedding. And so that's why I went by The Groomsman. And vice versa, or is that right? Vice versa. Shant was a groomsman in my wedding too. So there's a lot of kind of history that goes back into that. So as I was building out this Discord channel, I thought, oh, it'd be kind of fun to call it the Groomsman Ground. So here we go. I built a Discord channel because I do believe that I love the community that Discord is able to create. A lot of YouTubers complement what they're doing on YouTube by using Discord, and it's a way for the chat to kind of continue on. I've even seen you guys have used it so effectively and even taught me a lot about it. Just communicating with each other of saying, hey, so-and-so is live right now, get on the stream, and you communicate with each other on Discord. So I thought, let's do it. Let's just add another drop into the ocean that is Discord and create our own server. So I did, and it's pretty bare bones right now, as you can see, but here's what I'm thinking for Discord and what I'd like it to be. So the normal welcome, blah, blah, blah announcements. I haven't even written anything in it yet. But there will be a place here for like new videos. So every time I post a video in YouTube, it'll alert here. And Discord will be free. It's not going to be part of like a membership or anything like that. I'll post out the link. Maybe I can get you guys to help me figure out how to do that while we're live here. I think I just copy a link, but yeah, whenever I go live on YouTube, I'll like to post here in the new video section. There's another section here, or there's a whole folder here called YouTube. So whatever I'm doing in YouTube will kind of live here. This is a section here called the YouTube challenge board. And so one cool thing I want to do is I'm going to try and build in like challenges to reward those of you who are regulars on the stream. So for example, one of the questions could be like, what episode of My Wednesday Comics did I talk about All-Star Superman Artist Edition or whatever? And the person who writes into Discord and is the first to tell me the correct answer, I put the instructions here. So like I tell you guys to send me a DM with your answer. I'll mark it and we'll start a leaderboard so that the person who has the most correct answers at the end of the month. So we'll do this challenge. I'm hoping like I could do it weekly. But the person who has the most correct answers, then they'll get a little prize at the end of the month. I haven't figured out what those are, but I want to start doing some like cool little giveaways or something at the end of the month. So that's what the little challenge board, at least that's what I'm thinking the challenge board is. Why am I doing that? I think it'll just be a fun way to engage the community. It will make people go back and watch more content in YouTube, right? So if some people just come in and, hey, what's this YouTube channel? Maybe they'll watch 1 or 2 episodes. But if there's a little bit of an incentive for people to watch my content, to go through it, to kind of follow along, to be part of this leaderboard or this challenge, and then they could get something, they could be like raffled to get something at the end of the month. Cool. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. That's what the YouTube challenge board is. John says, darn it, Rocky, click on the top where it says Groomsman Ground with the menu area, then invite people, create the link and post in chat. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, give me a treat. So I will be reaching out to some of you guys who are very Discord savvy, and please raise your hand to volunteer to be mods for my Discord channel because I need all the help I can get and I can't maintain all this stuff. So let me know if you're interested in that. I already have a few of you guys earmarked in my mind, you guys who have always been touting the whole Discord thing. But again, Discord is going to be free. I just built it as a space that like this chat community can continue. and we can just build it together as a group, as a community. There is a tab here for community. So we'll have community polls. I hate the way YouTube does polls. It's not great. It's very limited. It's nice that it's embedded in chat, but it's really limited. It's very clunky. And then you forget sometimes about, especially if you want to go back and look at old polls, it's really hard to do that. So I kind of wanted to take it off of YouTube and build it in another place. Discord does polls really well. So that's why I think most of the community polls will now be pushed onto Discord. If we do impromptu things like, hey, you guys, what do you think about these 3 things as we're talking in the chat? I might still do it in the YouTube chat for live streams. But this can continue. This could be polls that are happening even when I'm not streaming, questions we might have or ideas people might have. So that's what community polls are. There's another tab here called the Super Duper Comic Club. Now, I could set all this stuff up and it could just die on the vine. We're just trying things out. We're experimenting. That's why I didn't want to go too crazy. But these are just some initial ideas that I've had, and I think it would be really fun. It is going to rely a lot on you guys, whoever wants to get engaged and help build it with me. This is a great time to do it because, we're at the beginning of the beginning stages of all this. So I would love it for you guys' input. So yeah, Super Duper Comic Club. We've joked around about it, but I think it'd be kind of cool if it's like a book club or something where people can suggest books that we should look at. And I would just love to have this conversation with you guys all of hey, I'm reading this book. What do you think? Or, this might be more around, I would say, comics that are older, because recent comics, a lot of people might not be reading the same recent books, but stuff I can see us having a conversation about The Dark Knight Returns or, Hush or some of these older cornerstone books. So yeah, it'd be really fun to just have a conversation almost like a book club and just talk about what we love about the books and stuff that we don't have 100% a lot of time to do on these live streams. And it's limited because it's me yapping away and you guys in the chat. And sometimes I don't even see it. I don't know where the conversation goes. So it'd be really cool to kind of have it all in one space here. There's a little tab here called Film Studies. This one might be a little stretch, but I want to put it out there just to kind of light the fire, at least for me. One of the things that I've done for myself to kind of sharpen the skills, and that has been just a great exercise to do, are to do film studies. So to pick certain movies that I like that are filmed really well, and then to do little thumbnail. Actually, I can show you guys. This will be a great segue, sort of. Okay. Well, I hope I didn't just mess that up. So here's an example. Wow, I can't even see what here. This is a great movie, 2001 Space Odyssey, the Stanley Kubrick film. I was just watching the film and I would pause it as I was watching, and I would do little thumbnail sketches, compositional sketches here. And what I did, why it's kind of formatted in this crazy weird way is, this is a different one. This was a movie called Miller's Crossing by the Coen brothers. But I do these really small studies, and it helps you learn as a creator, as an artist, it helps you learn about composition, about lighting, and not worrying so much about the details. So I've seen this done before. I did this in school. I've given it to students before when I've taught classes on composition, on storyboarding, but it's a really fun way to just break down a film into specific moments and understand why the compositions are great or whatever. But what's awesome about it is, it's a great exercise, but it's awesome also to see what other people do. So I've done this just black and white, like pen on a quick sketch pad, but I've also done this I've done film studies where it's like a still frame of, oh gosh, do I have an example? I think I have. Oh yeah. Okay. Do-do. Oh no. Gosh, I need to label my scenes better. Turn this off. Turn on. Film studies. Oh, you guys see that? Wow, that just took over the whole frame. Let me put that behind there. This was a film study I did of Star Wars. I forgot which one it was. But basically, I still framed it, paused the film, and then did a color study on it. So stuff like this. This is kind of what I was thinking for film studies. So I would love one of the things that I think would be really cool with any kind of Discord community is to see what you guys do, to have you guys do exercises, to have you guys, do film studies as well. For those of you who want to even try, even if you're not an artist, I would love it if you guys engaged in that way, because it makes it a lot more fun. It makes it feel like it's not just about me and what I'm doing, but what the community is doing and how we are kind of vibing off of each other and spurring one and each other on. And again, this YouTube space is great, and it's a great initial point that we connect and I can talk to you. But it would be awesome if I saw stuff that you guys were doing too. I know Timmy Mello, you're an artist. I know Cranberry does drawing on his stream too. And a lot of you guys are closet artists. It would be great to just kind of have fun and do it. No commitment, but just just having a fun time. So that's one of my goals, one of my dreams there. There's another tab here for sharing stuff. So if you guys have links for recipes, anything, videos, whatever it is that sparks your fancy, you could place it here. And then finally, there is a tier here called the Groundbreakers Only. Right there, you can see. This will be like a private access tier. And that takes me to our next conversation, which would be Fourthwall. So let me put that up there. Let me catch up in the chat and see where you guys are. Maybe I lost all of you guys already. So let's see. Move on. Epstein list. Okay, I'm skipping blah, blah, blah. Was going to do that. Mark said he was going to do a second membership, but it counts on both profiles. The system knows. Usually shows who you got in chat. Yeah. These gift members. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Are you able to gift one at the moment, Rocky? Yeah, this is Advanced Boomer. Am I able to gift one? I don't know, Lindsay Rose. Can I gift memberships as the owner? I don't know. I just feel like this is gonna waste my time here. Okay, $sign membership. No, I don't want to join my own channel. Membership giving. Send memberships. Will be publicly announced. Lucky Respect will get 1 month access from my fans. You have 10 gift messages to send this month. Oh, okay. Let me, should I try? Why not? Did anybody get those? Did anybody get those? I don't think anybody got them. Okay. Lost membership claims. Maybe YouTube is not a primary source of income. No, it's not. Definitely not. All right. Let's see. Mark's Music Obsession says Discord is meh. Come on, Mark. We're going to get Mark on Discord. Come on. Let's go. John said John is a big Discord fan. Timmy Mello, Discord, Emo Trash. There we go. There's my Discord crew. The Groomsman. Nice. Yes. Paste the link already, Rocky. Okay, I'll paste the link. Wait. Okay, where do I go? Server settings? No. Where do I go, John? Is it? Oh, invite people. Okay. I'm going to do that. Can someone drop the Discord link? There we go. I think that works. Did anybody? Nobody saw the gift. Nobody got gifted that. No one got those. What a waste. Rocky just sent 5. Nobody is getting them. Nothing. No. If you're using no, I'm not using PayPal. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969, help us.
How do you say monkey in French?
Okay. All right. Victory on the link. People getting the link. You guys joining? Like, can I see? All right. I'm seeing people join. Mark's Music Session. Did you happen to join Discord? I see somebody here named Mark's Music Obsession. We're going to make you like Discord. I'm kind of new to it all too, Mark. So, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But we're going to make it cool. We'll make the coolest Discord channel. There we go. Cranberry Landers just posted on Mark's in. Welcome in the rules. Awesome. This is so cool, guys. Okay. Mr. Monkey Boy says, I know Bungee Cord, not Discord. Okay. Good job. I think the link lasts 7 days, if I'm not mistaken. They have these weird timed links. What's the reason for the timed links on Discord? You guys explained that to me. How many recipes has Lindsay spammed into Discord so far? Mark's Music Obsession is in. All right. So we got the Discord. Okay, let me talk to you guys about Fourthwall. Okay. This is Fourthwall. Again, it's very similar to Patreon. So what I'm hoping for Fourthwall or for this, and we'll see how it goes. If it flops, if nobody's interested in, I'll change, I'll pivot, right? At least we still have the YouTube memberships, which nobody can gift to anybody. Wah wah. That deserves a big wah wah. Oops. At least, see, this is why I don't want to tie all of my memberships, as confusing as it might be, and I'm trying to make it as streamlined as possible. It's as clear as mud. But as this is exactly the reason why I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, because when things don't work, then you're kind of stuck as a creator. So Fourthwall is a way to support me like this. This opens up a little bit more, and this is what I will probably be building out more. I don't think I'm going to be making more YouTube tiered memberships, but if perhaps you want to support me at a little bit of higher level, I want to give you the ability to do that and also make it worth your while. So Fourthwall is here. Fourthwall is also cool because I can set it up as like a shop. So if ever I do like t-shirts or like mugs or whatever, Fourthwall also maintains that. So I just set up one tier here. It's a little bit more expensive, $6 a month, but what do you get out of that? So there is a exclusive, I call it my groundbreaker status on Discord. So you have a different role on Discord, which unlocks that privacy or that private tab. I'll talk to you guys about that in a minute. Early access to videos and original art sales. So, that's the goal of the direction I'm going in this channel, is eventually to sell work, sell my art on here, whether that's master studies potentially in the future or my own original comic stuff. I'm going to be, promoting that through YouTube, through Discord, and now through here with Fourthwall. So you would get first access to that. first access to like videos that not live streams, but like if I post up a special video, I'll post it up earlier and notify members here on Fourthwall. Insider polls. So that's part of the exclusive Discord status thing. And so these are a little bit different than the community polls. The insider polls are going to be, for those who want to support me in this way, I'm going to rely on you guys for some like channel questions, like what direction would you think we should go in this way? Or what do you think would be helpful? Or what do you think should be the next, stream subject that I should do? Stuff like that. It's not going to be like frequent, but there are polls that I kind of want to keep close to the cuff to people that are more invested. I feel like if you're investing, a little bit of your cash into what I'm doing, I want to give you a little bit more access in shaping what this community is. So that's what that is. High-res scans of the master studies, pencils and ink. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all the master studies I've done so far and any future master studies I will do, and I will do high-res scans of those, and I will send them to you. So you will have those digital files to look at in all their glory. So that's really cool. I mean, that's like a cheaper way of seeing my artwork up close without owning it. And if I do eventually sell it, which I will get to the point where I do want to sell some of these pieces because some people have expressed interest in it, you will get early access to that as well. I would let you know ahead of time so you can be first in line to buy whatever it is that I'm selling. And then there's also like a merchandise discount. I'm thinking like if people are willing to support me in this monthly way, I would definitely give them a discount on stuff that I'm selling in the future. That will probably like scale depending on what it is the items are. So it's a little bit malleable but definitely I want to give some sort of discount to people So there you go. That's my Fourthwall tier. Those are the 2 tiers I've built so far. Doesn't sound that impressive, but this one dives a little bit deeper. I call it my groundbreaker tier because it's really helping me build what I'm doing here in a little bit more meaningful way. $2 a month from YouTube. They take a cut out of it. They take, I believe, 30% cut out of anything you make on YouTube. It's pretty significant. It's not enough to build really anything. It's just kind of for the fun of being part of this community. But, this groundbreaker tier, it is, a little bit more cash. And I'm very aware that, everybody's working hard for their money these days or any days. And it's not just something that we flippantly throw away. I want it to mean something. And I want to make sure people are getting, their money's worth, at least from me. And in the future, I'm hoping to build out bigger tiers, higher tiers. It just depends on how this channel grows. It depends on the progress and if this works. And again, if it doesn't work, I'll can it. We don't need it. But it took a lot just to build up this point. The other cool thing about Fourthwall, this link, I'll put the link. Let me drop the link in the chat. That's the link to Fourthwall. The other cool thing about the Fourthwall is you can kind of build it out with a membership, and then it also shows you like what's latest on my channel here. So it's like it's kind of its own standalone site. So it has this feed where you can, the latest YouTube stuff posts up here, which is awesome. A donation area. And then it has this members only tab up here at the top where I should have done a post already, but like, if I post videos that are only for members, they'll show up here. The link will show up here. What I'll do is I'll create like an unlisted video on YouTube and then post the link here. And so people who have the link can actually go and watch it. And then perks, you have to set up an account with Fourthwall if you want to log into the membership. It's a free account. You don't have to pay anything for it, but you do kind of have to go through a sign up process. And then, maybe I'll have like posts here or like communication here to people who are members separate. So that's Fourthwall. One more thing, going back to Discord. Oops, that's not Discord. Wait, no, Discord. There we go. Going back to Discord. Everybody's already typing. I love it. I love it. This is what I love. I'm so excited about this. That Groundbreakers tab over here on the left. The insider polls, that's what I was talking about earlier. Those exclusive polls that will really shape a lot of not just the community, but kind of specific questions I might have about the channel. Like maybe what's the next tier? What do you guys think about this amount for a next tier? Or, hey, I want to sell this artwork. Do you think people will be interested in those kind of questions? That's what the insider polls will be. I also have a tab here for sneak peeks. So as I get to the point where I start selling more stuff or selling stuff in general, I will give you guys peeks to that. Maybe my process or, things, secret things that I'm working on. The film studies that I showed you. Whew, so many tabs. These film studies, I actually made... Darn it, I don't have an assembled one. But I did this just for friends about a year ago. I made a little booklet. This is like a folded booklet, but these are the master sheets that were printed. But I made this booklet that I numbered. It was like an edition, like 1 of 10 edition. And I just compiled my film studies. It was like this movie, Raging Bull, Miller's Crossing. And I compiled it into a little booklet and mailed it out to my friends. It was like a little hand booklet, kind of a sketchbook, and a lot of people loved it. So that would be something that I could see myself doing for like a giveaway or like for the YouTube challenge, the winner of that, like getting that, something like that. I could totally see me doing something like that. And as I would build it, I would show, post little sneak peeks on the Groundbreakers thread so that you guys could see ahead of time what I'm doing there. So kind of cool stuff. We'll see. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work just to build it, not let alone put the content in it. But we'll see how it goes. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Mark's Music Obsessed says, Rocky, check to see if it shows I joined Fourthwall. So confused. Okay. Great. Let's see. That is amazing. I'm going to give you a Kiwi, Mark, because it buys me some time. But you're awesome. Did MMO find the 5th wall? Okay, hang on a second. Let me check, Mark. Yes, Mark, it does show you joined. I see it. It says MMO 1968. You're there, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, Mark. All right, now this is the total test. Did you get Groundbreaker status? Because it should have automatically... No? It should have automatically... This is where the like tech comes into play. It should have automatically given you that role. But if it didn't... I'm going to do it now. Gosh, this is so confusing. Server settings. There we go. Roles. Yeah, why didn't it do that? Okay. So I click on that. Permissions, manage members, add members. There we go. Mark. Now, go check on Discord, Mark, and let me know if you can get into that Groundbreakers only section. Thank you so much, Mark. The idea that you guys would do that, super humbling. Really it is. And I know everybody says that. It really is. I don't care how big your channel is or how small your channel is. It really is that you guys would be willing to support little me in this way. So thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. First channel member, first Fourth Wall member. Yes, it is a lot of work to build. Mark had the phone operator track down every stone. Make it stop it. Mark broke the fourth wall. That's right. That's right. Pencils up. Groomsman out on the corner lifting pencils for the money. That's right. I just want to draw. It's so funny because I was working for a company. I was working for a company, a large company, and we were doing work. And at the end of the day, they promoted us in a way, like they loved what we were doing. We were like animating, we were creating these games and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, they promoted us and they're like, this is awesome. We want you to do this at a bigger scale. And we're like, yes. And then they hired us. I mean, not hired us, but they gave us the task of like managing outsourced companies to do what we were doing, but at a bigger scale. And so I found myself, as much, you get into managerial positions, you're in meetings constantly, you're on the phone constantly, answering emails constantly. You're not doing the work anymore. And me and a couple of my buddies who were in the same office as I were, we were lamenting. We're like, we just want to draw. Like, we don't want any of this stuff. So that actually was the impetus for us to leave that company. We quit our jobs, started our own studio, and we're like, yeah, we're going to be our own bosses. We're going to do it. And you know what it does? What happened when you start your own company and you start your own business? You are on phone call all the time. You're in meetings all the time. You're calling people and hiring people to do what work you started the company to do. So we ended up being more busy and less doing the art when we started the whole company for the purpose of doing more art. So it was kind of ironic, but that's where I'm at with this too. It's like, yes, I want to do more of this stuff. It's so fun and it's exciting. And oh my gosh, it's kind of crazy. Where Rocky has painted a mural of 3 little pigs on the wall, he comes down to visit her dressed as the big bow. Oh my gosh. It's just $2, y'all. Don't pay rent. That's right. There should be a tier where you get a courtroom artist type sketches of the current conditions of the... Hey, I can make it happen. If you become a groundbreaker, Mo Biggs, you could be a part of that voice. You could tell me, we need pig feeder lady sketches. And I would listen to you. Update, the pig feeder lady managed to capture... Wow, this is huge. No. Smaller. Okay. Update. The pig feeder later managed to capture one of Rocky's cats. Let me go, mister. Don't hurt my cat. Don't make me hurt your cat. Wait a minute. That's my favorite cat. Are you a writer, Mo Biggs? My goodness. Can't wait to eat some of your bacon feed by Pig Lady. I know. No kidding, right? No kidding. Emo Trash says we need an evil kiwi emoji. See? There you go. There you go. These are going to start becoming polls. Evil kiwi emoji. All right. I'm done talking tech talk. That is my tech talk, you guys. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me. Let's get down to comics. Let's do that. I hope that this all sounds interesting to you. I know some of you guys are like, another sign up, another thing. That's okay. If you want to just come here for what you have been coming here before, comics, silly fun, master studies, that's all going to continue. None of that's going to change. I'm not putting up a paywall now because we have got memberships. None of that. That's all going to stay the same. All this new stuff that I built is just to add on to it, enhance it, make the experience a little deeper, richer, and just an opportunity to like connect more. So That's what it's all for. But if it's all too much and it doesn't appeal to you, no problem. We're still doing what we're doing, which is talking about comics right now. Woo! All right, I'm exhausted. Okay, here's the first book. Spawn. Todd McFarlane's Spawn, but as an adult coloring book. Have any of you guys seen this? Where did I find this? I saw this like, I think it was like in a used bookstore or something. But I was like, what? Spawn as a coloring book? Like some of these adult coloring books that I know Marvel does them, DC does them. And I even have one that Batman Mad Love. It's cool. It's really cool. It was like the whole comic book, the Bruce Timm comic book in black and white. It almost felt a little bit like an artist edition, and that's why I got it. But it was called an adult coloring book. But when I saw this for Spawn, I was like, is this gonna be good? But I flipped through it and I really loved it. So this was something I picked up, I want to say more than a month ago, but I never found the time or the space to fit it into one of my Wednesday comics. So when I was trying to figure out what to show you guys this week, I pulled this out because oh yeah, we haven't talked about this yet. So what's really fun about this, and it goes along with the theme of an adult coloring book, is that they're all black and white images of Todd McFarlane's Spawn art. This cover image is actually drawn by Eric Larson and inked by Todd McFarlane. Eric Larson is the another co-founder of Image Comics, but he's the creator of Savage Dragon. And he's often compared to Todd McFarlane because he picked up the mantle of Amazing Spider-Man after Todd left to do his own Spider-Man. So anyway, look at this image. Seeing this in black and white is awesome. And the cool thing about this book as well is, it's nice because it's a little bigger than a comic book size, right? So it's a nice. I don't think it's 8.5 by 11. I think it's bigger than 8.5 by 11. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, it's bigger than 8.5 by 11. So it's kind of cool to see this artwork, black and white, like just the pen and ink work of some iconic Todd McFarlane images. I love it. It's really cool. And it's really cool because as I was looking at this closely, like I'm thinking about the tools that Todd used to ink this and what he was doing. And it's funny because I always think of like professional comic book artists, and there's a lot of them that the marks that they make are just perfect. Like the taper, the like pen stroke is like perfect. Todd's not one of them, actually. When you look closely at Todd's work, you can see a lot of the imperfections and how he's just kind of adding marks in for mark's sake. And but oftentimes when you see Todd McFarlane's work, it's like a fully printed comic or a cover, and it's colored and like, you know, all the bells and whistles are there. But to see it just the black and white pen work, it's very telling. It's like, oh, that's not as tight as I thought it was. Like, this is such an iconic Spawn image, but when you look closely at the marks, I'm like, oh, that's kind of sloppy. But it's still awesome. It's amazing. And you got to remember, like, with a lot of these images, when Todd was still doing the artwork on Spawn, it's kind of, this image is so good. It's at the dawn of computer coloring. And so they were like all sorts of gradients and lens flares and weird techniques they were trying out that may sometimes worked out and sometimes didn't. So it distracted from really appreciating the line work that Todd was doing when he was drawing the stuff, or a lot of the artists were doing when they were drawing this stuff. So this is amazing. So good. Todd just knew how to like make a page look exciting and just throw in so much detail. This is the same image from the cover, the Eric Larson drawing, but Todd inked this. Eric Larson does great explosions and rock pieces. Look at this. Look at all the crazy detail here. So this is one of those pieces like, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, it's a Todd McFarlane drawing a Spawn. But when all the coloring is taken away, you look at the anatomy on this leg and you're like, that looks kind of wonky. That looks weird, Todd. That's cool. Love the way Todd did capes. It's nice silhouettes, black silhouettes here. It's a great homage to himself. Todd McFarlane. How many times has this pose been drawn and redrawn and homaged, referenced? But this is fun that Todd is doing a Spawn image of the Spider-Man 300 image. Cranberry Ranger says, I like those pages. Yeah. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 said, watching Larson draw causes me physical pain. Really? A great use of negative space. Absolutely. And some of these are just like panels from the comic book. They're not all covers. I think some of them are like actual, they just blew up panels from the comic book. So the line work is a little munchy at times. Look at that. That's so cool. Yeah, it's like these marks here. You can tell just Todd just like whatever, just add more lines. Kids love more lines. This was Todd doing a homage to Eric Larson's Savage Dragon cover. You guys know that one? I'll grab that really quick. So, kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, the two of them always had a healthy competition and kind of followed very similar paths. Like Eric Larson was right on the heels of Todd McFarlane's success. So it's neat to see them like collaborate on stuff or like reference each other's work. Super cool. Like this silhouette doesn't make any sense. You should see more of his face out here, but it doesn't matter. It looks so cool. Classic Spawn villain here. It's great. I think this was a panel that was just blown up. Cranberry Langer says it makes sense to make these coloring books. I believe this was... There's a couple of pages here that are not all Todd McFarlane, like the Eric Larson. Well, yeah, I think this one's another one that Eric Larson maybe did the pencil drawing and Todd inked it, because it does look a little bit different from what Todd would do. Oh, this is like classic Spawn, early on Spawn. It's great. So a lot of these images in here are just iconic Spawn images, but in black and white. Great, great Violator. I think this was the cover of issue 6? Can't remember. This was the cover of issue 4. I don't know. I'm off. It's under 10, right? Like the covers for all of these. I actually have a compilation. Oops. Did they show the covers? Yeah. Yeah, that one we just saw. There it is. So yeah, you can already see, like, just without the colors on it. It's cool. I mean, the coloring work on this is great. Very classic 90s. But there's just something about seeing it all in black and white. Spawn 3. Okay, this was 3 cover. This was 4. Did I say 4? Oh, I said 6, I think. This is issue 4. Kind of cool thing here with the logo. Such a colored book thing. It's great. Some cool Violator. Yeah, this was definitely a panel from one of the stories. Todd always did the coolest sausage fingers. These chunky fingers. Look at this awesome double pager. But yeah, McFarlane, man, he was just all about the mark making, just like, just add more. Here he is, an homage to his Venom, that amazing, iconic Venom cover with Spider-Man down here. I don't know why they picked this page as a coloring page other than maybe the sound effects, which are awesome. Some weird, like, Day of the Dead mask, Spawn style. I don't know why. This was, like, I believe in the first or second issue of Spawn, one of the panels there. It's great. Spawn with guns. Love it. You can just see the remnants of Spider-Man in Spawn's design, or yeah, Spawn's posing. Oh, hilarious. I believe this was from the Spawn Batman that he collaborated with. Because this is Batman's hand, but because this is produced by Image, they had to crop it out. So it's probably a double pager with Spawn and Batman. More sausage hands. This is awesome. This is blown up a little too big, but it's cool because you can see the individual mark making here. Some Spawn badges. Overkill. This classic Spawn. This is Chapel from Youngblood. This is when they were kind of combining the storylines of Youngblood and interweaving Al Simmons with Chapel, how they were connected. This is crazy. This is cool. I love this like blank cover. I almost want to like copy this and print out sheets and do like Spawn drawings on it. It's pretty cool. There you go. Spawn adult coloring book. Todd McFarlane, Spawn. One of the greatest to ever do it. Mr. McFarlane. Okay, let's see. Just 92 minutes too to get to comics. It's not always going to be like that, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. And because you're here, I'm going to pull out something French. You watch. We already said that. The evil Kiwi brings me joy. I'm glad to hear that, Emo Trash. Mo is a tycoon who is forced to watch anime with his niece, so he pushes his anger into chatting in magnificent novels. I'm telling you, you guys are two sides of the same coin. Awesome one, you and Mo. Mark's Music Obsession says, so the fourth wall is completely separate from the regular Discord. It says nothing posted yet. When I hit the home tab, it doesn't take me to the regular Discord server page. So the fourth wall is completely separate from the regular. So just check and let me know if you can see the stuff that is in. So there's a section called Groundbreakers Only on Discord. Let me know if you can see in it, because I gave you status to Groundbreaker status. So you should be able to access. I haven't posted anything, but doggone it, I will post something in there for you soon in the next couple of days, just because you have access to it. And I don't want you to have access to nothing. That doesn't make sense. Why does Rocky's water? It always has, John. And I don't know. It's a water pressure thing. It's because it's like a straw. I think it's kind of cute. Fortunately, I've only ever had to endure 2 anime episodes. Oh, okay. We're talking about manga. Oh no. Don't get Mo Big started on that. Practice for the expiring colorist, I suppose. Yeah, probably. Makes sense to make these coloring books. Oh, you guys talking about One Piece? Maybe that's something that we can do. That could be in like the share stuff or film studies, maybe, or even could be part of the Super Duper Comic Club. I'm down. Let's see. Cranberry Ranger says, I like those pages. Mo Big, spoiler, it's totally going to be Peace on Earth. Of course, I also like Bonkers and Marsupilami. This is the Spring Ball cover. Nice. Bonker also had a solid theme. I've never heard of Bonkers. Heathcliff. Like, we're talking about Heathcliff the cat? Was that the one? If it's Shelby Robertson, Spider-Man 300 has been referenced like 100. That's right. Shelby loves that pose. I mean, collectors love that pose. It's so iconic. I know McFarlane knew he was drawing something awesome because that was the cover of issue 1 of his Spider-Man series, but I don't think he knew how big that was going to be and how burned in the brain of comicdom that was going to be. If it was a coloring book, I didn't like more lines as a kid. Yeah, it's true, right? It's like, it's really, I guess that's why it's the adult coloring book, but there are plenty of lines on there. Okay. Most Americans found anime in their 20s, so many more adults now have watched more than kids. Of course, nowadays it's more kids watch. I found it in my 30s. Oh. I think in my teens I was watching, the anime I was watching was like Akira, Macross, Ghost in the Shell, Riding Bean. You guys remember that one? Wicked City, which is really messed up. I don't know why I had access to those. But Akira was definitely a big one. I watched that one over and over again. Appleseed, that was a great one. All those were amazing. And then Miyazaki films. I can't open my Fourthwall account link and see my profile, but can't get back into the regular Discord. Fourthwall and Discord aren't. It gives you a link to add Rocky's Fourthwall account to your homepage for one-touch access. It says link to Discord, but that when I try and log in, it says the email or password is correct. Gives you a link to add Rocky's Fourthwall account to your homepage for one-touch access. It says link to Discord, but then when I try and log in, it says the email or password is correct. Weird. Let me look into that, Mark. See, this is all the stuff. Delete your Discord cookies and relog to Discord directly might work. And this is why I need mods. But this is good. Don't worry, guys. If I'm definitely all for giving you guys your value's worth. So if stuff is screwing up, like these gift memberships or whatever, just drop me a link on Discord. and we'll make it right. My dad uses the back button to exit apps, and sometimes when he backs out a Starbucks app, it signs him out. Do you feel colored and adult now? Yes, he's colored. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Aspects of the arts. Peas must be fresh, never canned. Oh my gosh, what are you guys talking about now? I'm lost. Oh yeah, we'll have a lot of manga to recommend. There we go. Timmy Mello's coming in. Mo Biggs. I don't like anime in general, but One Piece may have had the worst visuals I've ever witnessed. I never considered the older anime. It was known as Japanese animation. Yeah, I remember I had friends that say, do you watch the Japanimation? Which, that's what we called it. So yeah, it was like, oh, it's Japanese animation. So Japanimation, right? Okay, here is the next thing we're going to look at. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull out this because Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 is still here, still engaged. I'm going to pull out this thing for him. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. Have you ever heard of the artist Claire Wendling? Let me know in the chat. Super book for everyone, Lindsay Rose says. Okay, Mark's sending a link. Let's check this out. What is going on? Why is everything breaking? Oh, wait. Oh. I didn't even know you could do that, Mark. So, wow, you have an app on your phone with my logo on it. That's the Fourthwall thing? Wow, okay. That's cool. So then when you click on it, let me go back and read this. Mark says it gives you a link to add okay for your homepage. It works. Says link to Discord, but then when I try it and log in, it says the email or password is incorrect. Huh. Strange. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to because they're connected. I think they're connected. Did you log into Mark? Sorry, this is like tech help. Somebody help me. I need help. When you first signed into the Discord server, was it through Fourthwall or was it just separate? Because that might be part of the issue, I'm thinking. Because maybe the link... Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. I'll have to do it for myself and try and troubleshoot by taking the steps you did to get in there. But the two should be connected. It says they're connected at least. That Discord and Fourthwall are connected. So we'll stay on top of it. So when I hit the connect to Discord, it won't let me log into Discord and it's kicked me out of Discord. Wow. No, Mark gets free. He gets free IT help because he's already a member. All right. Check this out. Claire Wendling, Drawers. It's called Drawers 2.0, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. Do you know this artist? So this is like a sketchbook series, but she is a comic artist, a concept artist. I remember her stuff. This book was one of the first books I picked of hers, and it came out. Oh my gosh. I think it came out in the first printing, 2001. Wow. Long time ago. I remember when she burst on the scene, and I mean, she had already kind of established her career in France, but somebody got wind of her talent on American soil, and it spread like wildfire. Like everybody was talking about her, at least in the animation world. Everybody was talking about her. So she got hired to like work on a lot of animated feature stuff, but her style is amazing and her craftsmanship is amazing. So this is some of her comic work here. But look at these beautiful pencil sketches that she has. And look at her color work. It's crazy good. Just doing some stuff from like Greek myths and all that. Cranberry says, I believe I've seen her stuff. Yeah, so if you guys are familiar at all with Stuart Ing Books, you can go to his website, Stuart Ing NG Books, all one word. He's a huge reason why a lot of her work has made it here to America. He has like a tie to French publishers. And he'll go to France, he'll go to these different conventions in France and bring back a lot of French imports and then sell them at his store. I believe I bought this at like, I think a Comic-Con or something, because Stuart Ing has like a booth at Comic-Con as well, and he sells a lot of his books. But he's constantly bringing back Claire Wendling stuff. And I think he's a personal friend of hers as well. So he's been a big part of why her work got exposed here in America. But she's just amazing. I love this piece. So cool. And if you go to his website, he has tons of books. Like she's released a bunch through him. I think he even helped publish a lot of it. But she has like art books. She has books of comic stuff that she does. Here's some concepts sketches. These were for, I think, a video game. This is Hellboy. Look at her, Hellboy and Ghost, this character Ghost. So awesome. This is like a Lord of the Rings thing she was doing here. Beautiful, beautiful pencil sketches. Great, great blacks and layouts. Yes. My boy Stuart, a real Ing, show enough. That's right. Might have seen it on Stuart's site. Yeah, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 for sure. Look at these beautiful bear drawings. Man, oh man. She just has an incredible command of animal drawing, anatomy, just a fluidity to her sketches. Beautiful. Man, if my zoo sketches could even look half this good. Dang. And then she can go really stylized. Love it. I mean, this is one of those like artists that they have such deep, strong fundamental skills. They can apply it to so many different styles. Like this is super graphic and stylized, but you can just tell like, oh, but she knows lion anatomy. I guess these are designs for Wizard of Oz. Oh, the Ozma cartoon, which I think was produced, in Europe. It was like a Wizard of Oz cartoon. But she draws in this like animated style. Amazing. Yeah, she did a lot of work for like features. And if you see most like concept designers of feature animation in America, I guarantee you 95% of them have a Claire Wendling book on their shelves. Just awesome shapes. Super cool. Just a lot of personality and then she can do backgrounds. I mean, come on. Beautiful. So French animation. And then she has this really nice like pen and ink comic style too. It's like there's nothing that she can't do. You gotta love these people, and you also gotta hate them just a little bit. I'm like, can I get a little bit of your talent? Like some of these sketches are like, they look like Renaissance artist sketches. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 says, kind of reminds me of Tokyo Godfathers. Oh, I can see that. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this figure drawings. Amazing. Oh, amazing. Do you guys know the artist Gustav Klimt? Like, she was totally looking at Klimt's stuff for this. He's I believe a German expressionism. One of his most famous paintings was called The Kiss. So yeah, just a incredible depth of talent and skill in her work. Claire Wendling. I don't know why there's a sneaker on the back here, but maybe she designed sneakers too. This is an awesome cover. Love it. There you go, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. There's your French book for you. Get your French fix. What would someone who's a big fan of Ng be called? Mo Bakes. Oh. Timmy Mello says that's definitely a book to buy in the future. Yeah, I think that one, I got that one when it came out. It's like 2001, right? So it's almost 24 or 25 years old. I believe that one's pretty hard to find these days, but there are tons of Claire Wendling books that range, different prices. So yeah, see if you can find something that's affordable. You will not be disappointed. She's amazing. He only leaves to confront the Honey Jacks. Still can't log back into Discord. Jeez Louise. Can you log into Discord, Mark, like out, not through Fourthwall, but just through Discord at all? Can you? You might have to reset your password, maybe. Ozma is a cool character from the Oz books, Cranberry says. There you go. Bit of Dawn Bluth, right? Yeah, she's got all of these like amazing influences in her stuff. Shapes are fantastic, absolutely. Delete it, re-download, sign with whatever email you use. Don't envy, just aspire. Okay. Easier said than done. No. There you go. Discord did assign new usernames to everyone's account by adding numbers, so you might want to create a new account. It's like $90. Yeah, I don't think it was that expensive when I bought it. I think it's just kind of gone up in price over the years. All right, here we go. Here's number 2 comic thing. So this is, I need to zoom out a little bit. Oh, can I? This is done by our good friend, not good friend, but one of my idols, comic idols, Michael Golden. You guys remember I did that NAM page, that NAM reproduction that he did. So he did this portfolio. I always saw it floating around like on eBay or whatever, but this was produced in 1983. And it was at a time they kind of did this with a few artists. They had like a portfolio that you could buy. This is quite a large size. So, it's a little bigger than Yeah, it's about 11 by 14 and a half. So almost artboard size. And they've done this with a few things. They're really fun to find, especially if you like the artist. This one was kind of hard to find for me, and found it for a pretty good price. It's not in the greatest condition, at least the envelope isn't. But look how cool this envelope is, and look how amazing that Doctor Strange drawing. Michael Golden was one of the best to draw Doctor Strange. And usually these portfolios or whatever come with about, I want to say 6 to 8. Well, how many is this? This is six prints. They're just kind of large in the kind of a card stock. I can totally smell this guy's basement, whoever I bought this from. But it's not in the best condition. Probably why I found it for a cheaper price. You can see the paper is a little yellowed, but it's okay. I'm not getting it for its worth. I'm getting it to look at the Michael Golden drawings. Some people I've seen have taken these portfolio prints and they'll like frame them and put them on the wall, but I like to just kind of keep them loose, so in case I want to look at it and reference it. And it's always nice to see it close to size at which it was drawn. It just gives you a sense of like, oh, how the marks, were placed down, and how the just the composition at size. It's always really cool. Like the level of detail at this size. Really great. This is awesome. I mean, who can make such a cool old bald dude look cool? It's really great. The Ancient One, who is the guy who trained Doctor Strange in the mystic arts. It's great. Mordo, which is one of Doctor Strange's nemesis. Look at this amazing lighting feathering done on his face. Can you guys see that? It's really cool. Clea, which was the love interest for Doctor Strange, have some nice Art Nouveau influence in the drawings here. Dormammu. This is a character that I'm always curious to see if they would bring him into the Marvel films. He's so iconic in the comic books, so I'd be always curious to see if they would try and pull him off into the films. And then the mindless ones down here, it's great composition. Michael Golden had this beautiful balance of darks and lights in his work, ink work. And I love the feathering he would do. There's Eternity. It's tricked out silhouette, negative space silhouette. Yeah, he drew these in 82. Dang, 82. 10. It's almost 40 years ago. And then the character Nightmare. I have this exaggerated Doctor Strange face here. Look at the feathering and the cross-hatching on Nightmare's outfit. This horse, it's awesome. Cool stuff. So I love this. I love this format. I love the collector's feel to it. I love this envelope. I almost wish this was a print itself. Doctor Strange Portfolio by Michael Golden. They don't do these that much anymore. So they're usually, when you do pick up stuff like this, it's usually from the 90s or earlier. All right, let's see. Cranberry Langer says, Michael Golden does good work. Yep, absolutely. Doctor Strange. Now we're talking. She worked on Quest for Camelot. Oh, okay. I think I knew that. Claire Wendling. I think I knew that. Can't hide behind a user's name on some YouTube streams. Yeah, and then became a bald woman. That's right. The ancient one became bald. I mean, she was okay in the movies. She was okay. Tilda Swanson, the actress. Okay, here's the last thing. Oh, I forgot. We got to do this too. Wait, did I do this in the right order? Oh man. Spawn coloring book. I didn't do this in the right order. The Wendling Drawers 2.0. Doctor Strange, Michael Golden portfolio. Okay, we got one more thing here. And then we'll take your votes. All right, this is cool. Have you guys seen this before? I got to zoom in really close here. These are the Madman Bubblegum cards. Came out in 1996. Produced in 1996. And I kid you not, I think I was watching Shelby stream, the most recent stream that he did, and he was opening up a box of trading cards from like Wildstorm or Wildcats or something like that. And I'm like, what are the chances that he would open up trading cards? Because I was already planning on showing you these cards. So it was kind of funny. It's this weird connection that Shelby and I actually have. But anyway, it was cool. Go watch his stream. It's really fun to see like the sheet of cards and how he's unboxing them. But these Madman Bubblegum cards were so cool. I remember when they came out, because they list out here, as you can see on the box, all the artists that participated in it. And they've got the heaviest of heavy hitters on here. So I thought it would be really cool. There's 50 of these cards, but to take a look at them. Madman was created by Mike Allred, who's actually an artist I haven't talked about much on stream here. I used to own quite a bit of Madman stuff. I'll have to dig in my boxes in my garage. But I love Mike Allred's work. He's such a unique creator, has a specific look and feel to the kind of work that he does, the kind of stories he tells. He's phenomenal. He's a great artist. Some people really don't like Mike Allred's stuff. It's an acquired taste, I'd say. It's very kitschy pop kind of stories. But his character Madman was by far one of his most popular creator-owned characters. And he had released it under the Legend group, which was a group of artists that there was like the Image guys and they went off and did their things. And then Legend was like the older dudes that were like, wow, this Image thing is really cool. Let's do our own thing. So they went to Dark Horse. They farmed a loose collective of artists called Legend. And that included Walt Simonson, Frank Miller, Mike Allred, Mike Mignola, John Byrne. Who else was part of Legend? Paul Chadwick. And I think there was a couple more. Paul Chadwick. I don't know. Maybe this will jog my memory as we look at these. But anyway, so they were heavy hitters. But Mike Allred was part of that group, and he's awesome. And Madman, he produced Madman under the Legend banner for a few years. So yeah, he got this. He created this card set, and I'm not a huge card collector, but having all these artists participate in it was, I couldn't pass it up. So I've had this collection as long as it's come out, since 96. And you can even see it's like yellowing a little bit, but this is awesome. You will not see a better collection of artists in here. This first one is Brian Bolland, who is the artist on The Killing Joke. And amazing rendition of Madman and his girlfriend. And then at the back of them, they have these like little bios on each artist. So yeah, I mean, Brian Bolland's known for his covers that he did of Wonder Woman, Doom Patrol. What else do they say? Killing Joke is his biggest thing. Probably one of his biggest things. Oh, Camelot 3000 also. Next artist, the incredible legend, Joe Kubert. John says, Tilda is this thing. I think I got it with a new count. I can see a drop down called Groundbreakers only posted under Insider Post. Okay, sweet. Yes. Awesome. Figured it out. Nice. I see it. I see it, Mark. Hooray. Wonderful. I'm glad that worked out for you. Tilda Swinton. That's right. What did I say? Swanson? Like the chicken? Yes, the mindless ones. Dormammu was the main villain for the first Doctor Strange film. Was he? Was he really? But they didn't show the they didn't really do the flaming head like it's done in the comics though. Not that I remember. Let's see. Mark finally broke the fourth wall. I put my new account under the community polls tab. Okay, awesome. Mark, for somebody who doesn't like Discord, you are rocking it. You're rocking it. You're going to take over Discord in a second. It's this weird connection that Shelby and I have. It's called Radar Love. Mo Big says. Emo Trash You got it. Emo Trash. Awesome one. You guys got it. Maybe it just took a while. Michael Bancroft got one. Unhinged got Jeremy Burtz. It's working. There we go. Yay. Mo Biggs didn't get one. All those other people are not there. Bruce Campbell's chin. I don't think I've seen him in a while. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess it's taken a while. Hey, people just got a bunch of gift memberships. Oh, dang. Bancroft before. I don't think Rocky's 5 have dropped yet. What? Yeah, I think mine did. I wouldn't be surprised Rocky is the anti-Mo filter. What is your deal with Bancroft? All the members throw up a pig feeder lady for me. KSSS, I haven't seen that guy in a while. Lawrence White, I don't even know who that is. Headless, but this is amazing. This is awesome. Yes. There we go. That could have gone any better. Amazing. Cranberry, I believe he gave 5, and then I gave 5. It's your Discord, Rocky, so efforts will be made. Nice. Yet Mo gets no free. I wish we could specify Mo. I apologize. Oh my gosh. I see I got a membership in the few minutes I had to walk away. There you go. Congratulations, Emo Trash. Apparently, yes. I guess that's what happened. Okay. Not to worry, Mo Biggs. I think I have 5 more free memberships to give. I will save them for another stream. So, or I think I can. And hopefully you can get one of those. Okay, Joe Kubert. We got a lot to get through. Joe Kubert here. Look at this version of Madman. I think the cool thing too with Madman is he's so quirky and weird, the things that happen in his stories, that these artists, when they were doing their rendition, could do whatever the heck they wanted. So this is Joe Kubert's a legend. He's the father of Andy and Adam. Mark's Music Obsession gifted 1 membership. All right then, Mark's Music Obsession. I think that maybe think that maybe it's like reaching out to people who haven't been on my stream in a while to try and bring them back, if I were to guess. Mo, this one's for you, man. There you go. If that's any consolation. Everybody, we tried, Mo. We're trying our best, dude. We're trying our best. Okay, Joe Kubert. He's the father of Adam Kubert, Andy Kubert, who are incredible comic book artists in their own right. He started the Joe Kubert School of Comic Art and one of the all-time legends. Number 2, Mark Chiarello, an amazing, amazing colorist and artist and art director. He was the art director at DC for the longest time, and amazing things came out of that. Like, he was the one who spearheaded the Batman Black and White series, the anthology series. He even had a issue of the Last Halloween, Long Halloween that Mark Chiarello did. He's great. He's a fantastic artist. So this is his rendition of Madman. He did covers. He did a lot of cover work before he became an art director. Batman, Terminal City. There are 600 plus other membership gifting options than Mo Biggs. There is no justice. Timmy Mello says Shane Davis came out of the Kubert. Oh, did he really? No kidding. Amazing. Yeah, a lot of great artists have come out of the Joe Kubert School. I wish it was, I think you can you might be able to do like an online program with there. But if it was closer, like if it was a local, I would love to go to the Joe Kubert School of art. I know a few animators who went there too, because they had like an animation track. Sergio Aragones, the creator of Gru, which if you guys have not read that book and you love comedic comics, like fun comics, Gru is a great book to read. And I think Sergio Aragones is still drawing Gru, actually. So yeah, this is his version of Madman. Pretty awesome. It's just really neat to see everybody do their own takes. This is David Silverman, who might not be a very familiar name for you all, but he is the one of the first animators on The Simpsons. So like when The Simpsons started out as small, short animated clips on the Tracy Ullman Show, which was like a comedy variety show. Tracy Ullman's a comedian. And that's where The Simpsons started. It became hugely popular, blew up, and became its own series, and now one of the longest running TV series of all time. David Silverman was one of the first animators on there, and he ended up becoming I believe, an executive producer on The Simpsons. So kind of cool that he's here. There's online classes at Cooper School. Okay, cool. Okay. Bancroft is streaming now, so I believe Mo Biggs left in disgust of yet another free membership. Oh, bummer. That's so sad. This is Ken Stacy. One of the he was one of the first guys to do airbrush comic art. And I remember his work from a lot of covers he would do of Star Wars stuff and just cover work. Robotech, that's right. But he also was the colorist on a few of those original Spawn. Speaking of Spawn, those original Spawn covers, the first few covers. Okay. This is Ken Stacy's painted work, airbrush work over a McFarlane drawing. So kind of full circle moment there. But yeah, he always has this like blue rim light, cast shadow. Ken CC loved that stuff. Chris Ware. Do you guys know Chris Ware? He has this very cool, it almost looks like infographics. He did a book called Acme Novelty Library, but kind of fun that he did this. It's like this pseudo ad for Madman in his style. Very clean line style. He also draws for like covers for like the New Yorker. He's like a fine artist, illustrator. Oh man, how dare he miss my joke? What joke? I bet PFL is deciding who gets memberships. That's right. We could have used that icon, that emoji. And actually I have to check now that there's been gift memberships shot out. Maybe I can add more emoji. Okay. This is an artist. I'm not so familiar with this artist. His name's Matthew Clark. And Mike Allred did direct some live action shorts of his own too, which is kind of cool that he's trying a bunch of different things, not just comics. Make sure this is, well, it's about as focused as we can get. And I guess he's a friend of Mike Allred. He kind of has a Mike Allred-ish style in his work, but this is a really cool picture. And this is an homage to John Woo's Hardboiled, or The Killer. No, this is Hardboiled, I think. Like this is Chow Yun-fat, which Mike Allred is a huge fan of Chow Yun-fat. Hong Kong action star. This is Jim Valentino. He's one of the founders of Image Comics, and he's sitting on, this is a legend. The legend, they use those, what are those statues called? Those heads, those iconic head statues. That was their icon for the Legend imprint. So that's what Madman's sitting on, but this is Jim Valentino. One of the founding creators of Image Comics, arguably the weakest artist out of the bunch, and that was kind of the running unspoken truth that all those guys, all the Image guys, were incredible artists. And then there was like Jim Valentino, like, what's this guy? He created a book called Shadowhawk, which I don't think really did that well in Image Comics. It wasn't drawn that well. This is amazing. Adam Hughes, one of the best good girl artists on the planet, one of the best cover artists on the planet. And this is an incredible rendition of Madman and his girlfriend right here. Iconic Adam Hughes signature. Mark's music. This looks so lame in Ecamm, but you guys can see it in the YouTube chat. All those icons. John says Chow Yun-fat has nothing on shooting the fat. Oh, I should make a tie with that. I love Chow Yun-fat. Hardboiled is one of my favorite. That would be an amazing movie to do film studies for. Is Hardboiled. Love that movie. This is Terry Moore, who is the creator of Strangers in Paradise. And Terry Moore actually has Strangers in Paradise is an independent comic book. It's more of like a slice of life kind of comic book, less superheroes. But Terry Moore actually has a YouTube channel, and he posts a lot of great videos on him drawing and creating artwork, but also just his experience as an independent comic creator way before anybody else was an independent comic creator and being successful in that. So he's got a cutie kind of style, and he has done some great work, produced a lot of work with Strangers in Paradise. So yeah, that's very cool. This is a fan favorite. Kind of, the style doesn't totally work for Madman, but this is Jim Lee. The legend Jim Lee, founding creator of Image Comics, Wildcats, and now the creative poobah at DC Comics, who is currently illustrating Batman Hush 2 that we looked at my channel a number of times. But this is his version of Madman. Doesn't quite work, but it is very much Jim Lee, his style. Cranberry Landers didn't like Shadowhawk. Lindsay, are you falling asleep? That Hong Kong actor-director is great. Yes, John Woo and Chow Yun-fat, they were like the Martin Scorsese and goodness gracious, it's not Al Pacino, it's... You guys know who I'm talking about. It's like that combo. Cranberry knows all of these artists. Do you know this one? Randy Bowen. So Randy Bowen is actually an amazing sculptor, and he created these model kits. So it's kind of cool to see his 2D work here. He did like a Death Dealer, Grendel statues, a lot of science fiction stuff. I think he did a Madman statue too, but kind of cool to see his rendition. Cranberry says, I always like Madman's design. You know what's cool about Madman's design is it's like if you boil it down, it's really iconic. And like that stylized exclamation mark on his chest, the white costume, his hair peeking out of the top. It's pretty simple, but it's super iconic. And then you put it through the lens of a whole smattering, like 50 different artists doing their rendition of it. And it still feels like Madman. So pretty awesome. De Niro, thank you, John. My goodness. Not DiCaprio. No, De Niro. Yes. Cranberry Lager said he napped a bit. Nice. What did I just read? Somebody said more emoji. I gotta have more emoji. Yeah, I think we can. Be patient with my responses on Discord. Like X, I'm not on it much until now. We're gonna get you a regular. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna get you a regular on Discord, Mark. Probably more regular than I am. I've seen some of those first symptoms, very janky. Yes, they're very like low budget, but it's amazing, right? Like, and Simpsons came out of Matt Groening. He created a series, and he was the creator of The Simpsons. So it's just kind of cool to, I think it was called Life in Hell was his original series. And they kind of look Simpson-esque already, but it was cool that he created this new Simpsons idea for the Tracy Ullman show. And then it just blew up into be one of the most successful animated things of all time. So you never know. I don't remember the sculptor off the top of my head. Okay. Mark has a headache now. Okay. This is, Michael Chirkus. I was going to say Chiklis, but that's the art actor. Chirkus. I'm not very familiar with his stuff. I do know he did a book called Silent Invasion, which looks very much similar to this style of this drawing, but he's more of an indie underground artist. Really cool. This is a Bill Sienkiewicz Madman, which is very Bill Sienkiewicz-y. Very painterly, adds in like collage with this text. It's so artsy, but it's awesome. It looks like Madman. It's still got the exclamation mark in there. Bill Sienkiewicz is, he did Moon Knight. He did New Mutants, a lot of painted work. He worked with Frank Miller on Elektra. And he also did one of the issues of the Batman Long Halloween, Last Halloween. Here we go. This guy's familiar to many of you. It's a guy by the name of John Byrne. We just finished that master study by John Byrne with Kitty Pryde and Wolverine in. Well, this is his version of Madman. He was another artist in the Legend group. He was doing a book called, was it The New Men? New Men, I think. But he's known for his Next Men. He's known for his X-Men work and Wonder Woman, Superman. Amazing. Legend. Total legend. I can't do it while I'm streaming, Mark. Bancroft wants your viewers. Is he streaming now? Zaid ended. Oh my gosh. This is an artist by the name of Jim Silky. He's like a good girl artist. He did a book called Oh yeah, Rascals and Paradise. He did a Betty Page book. Really cool style, more of a painterly style, like an illustrator kind of feel to it. I love how he made him like an action figure. And I forgot about this, but I got his signature on the back of this card at a convention. He was an older artist too. I wonder if he's still alive. The cool thing too about Madman is his girlfriend. She's a constant part of the story. She was always there, like super supportive, super cute, and it looks exactly like Mike Allred's wife, like Laura Allred, she's a phenomenal comic book colorist. So I love that it's like Madman is totally Mike Allred, so it's kind of funny. It's like autobiographical, a little bit self-referential, but their dynamic was very similar to Mike and Laura's dynamic. I met both of them at a convention. Very nice people, really friendly, super nice. And the awesome thing I found out was that Mike Allred is actually colorblind, and that's why his wife does all of his coloring, because he can't. This is Evan Dorkin. He is the creator of Milk and Cheese, which was a kind of underground comic. They were like a duo, literally a carton of milk and a slab of cheese. And they kind of got into like they're actually both little jerks, and they got into adventures and shenanigans with each other. So it's kind of cool. They look like this, except he just skinned them in Madman, and his girlfriend's name, which I can't remember. Was it? I forgot what her name was. I think it begins with a J. Speaking of Eric Larson, here we go. This is Eric Larson's version of Madman. Look at all the the bricks and the rocks, and there's Savage Dragon right there. Eric Larson's creation. So very much in his style. And then this character here is the head is based on those stone. It's not Stonehenge, but those tiki, like those large stone heads that are Easter Island. That's what it's based off of. So it's kind of cool that the monster here has that Easter Island head. Lime Jello for dessert, John. There you go. I would put up an emoji, but I'm Poe. We'll get it up there somehow. Let's see. Britney Spears, no. This is Paul Grist, right? Paul Grist, yes. He does this book called Kane. I believe he's a British artist. It's really graphic, kind of simplified style like this. And I've seen him do like black and white issues too. It's a British character. Like he has like a British flag on his uniform. I've never really gotten into Grist as much, but yeah, he lived in that indie space. He was a big Dark Horse guy. He's done some work with Grendel too, also. This is Dave Gibbons. Cranberry remembers most of these guys. Also one says, I just remember the more basic comic strip Madman. Nice. You heard him. Yes. He should have been fed by now, so I don't know what he's doing. Bugging me. Dave Gibbons was one of the most amazing artists. I love this guy. I love Dave Gibbons. I've even considered of doing a master study of Dave Gibbons stuff. He's a British artist. He is most well known for drawing Watchmen, that very iconic comic series from the 80s. I don't think Dave Gibbons was part of Legend, the Legend imprint, but he also worked with Frank Miller a lot on Martha Washington series, and he worked on 2000 AD, which is a big magazine from the UK. But yeah, Watchmen is his claim to fame. We are on card number 22. We're not even halfway done. My gosh. This is Paul Lee. Not that well known of an artist. He's more of a painted comic book artist. I guess he did some stuff for Dark Horse and Marvel. I'm not super familiar with his stuff, but he did this cool rendition of, this is kind of an homage to a Renaissance painting, but a beautiful painting there. Okay, this is bothering me. Let me just, I gotta just look up something really quick. Oh yeah, Joe. That was her name. Josephine, but she went by Joe, is the name of Madman's girlfriend. This is this Jay Stevens? Jason Stevens, that's right. He did a book called Atomic City Tales in the Land of Nod. He also worked in animation and produced, what was the name of that animated show? It's like a kid's show with monsters in it. I can't remember. But anyway, another cool illustrator there. Clean line illustrator. This is somebody who streams. He has a YouTube stream. Billy Tucci created one of the most successful independent comic book artists, longest running independent comic artists. I know he's part of the Comicsgate group. But yeah, he did one. Here's him drawing Madman. Pretty awesome. Grendel from Beowulf? No, Grendel the comic. The name is based off of Grendel from Beowulf, but it's a comic book produced by Dark Horse. The artist's name is Matt Wagner. I have one of his omnibuses here. Grendel. It's a really cool book. And Matt Wagner, another great independent creator. I've talked about Grendel a little bit on stream here, but could probably do another stream focusing on it. But I don't think Matt Wagner drew one of these cards. Huh, that's strange. But yeah, not based on Beowulf. Mark's Music Obsession says, I have YouTube, X, Discord, and Fourthwall all open. Oh, boy. Madman's girlfriend is named Josephine. Thank you, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. And she went by Joe, which is super cute. They confused me with the first time too. Some comic chick. Billy who? He drew she next to Madman. That's right. That's she. That character is she next to Madman, which is awesome. Was Nod comic which that Noah movie was Nod comic that which Noah movie was based on? I don't think so. Yeah. Was it that Nod comic, the Noah movie? No, I don't think so. Nod was it was totally different. It had nothing to do with like the Bible or anything like that. Grendel who? This is Tim Bradstreet, a great cover artist for comics. I remember him. He does a lot of, like, if you look up his cover, if you type in Tim Bradstreet comic covers, I'm pretty sure like 90% of them would be Punisher, because he did amazing Punisher covers. Yeah, he's primarily known as a cover artist. Great stuff, though. Steve Purcell. Yep, that's Steve Purcell. He's the creator of Sam and Max. He's also worked at Lucasfilm and in video games. Sam and Max is probably his most famous creation, but he's a huge friend of Mike Mignola. They kind of grew up together, and he's always circled. And he's a great comic artist too. I think I've looked at one of his Sam and Max books on stream before, but if not, I will pull it out another time, but because it's awesome. So he's a great comic artist, really funny guy, and great comedic writer. But yeah, his main thing was Sam and Max. Tony Harris. I know Tony Harris's work there. He did a book in the late 90s, early 2000s called Starman, written by James Robinson. And Tony Harris has a cool, like, graphic style, semi-realistic, semi-stylized, but he does these interesting painted cover kind of things he did for Starman. So he used the same technique. I think he was like right in the heart of drawing Starman when he's doing this, because this looks identical to how he would do his covers. He's still active. I see his stuff on Instagram a lot. But yeah, great artist. This is Paul Pope. We've looked at Paul Pope's work before. He's a New York-based comic artist, kind of an auteur, does his own thing. He's worked on Batman, Escapo, THB. Just he's like a rock star. If you mixed Jim Morrison and like a manga European artist, you would get Paul Pope. He's awesome. I love how he did this like play on words. It says, Madame, I am a madman. Like kind of mixed up the letters in there. Pretty awesome. It's like such a weird scene, but it's very much Paul Pope. Sam and Max, I really like his art style. Yeah, he's great. Sam and Max was especially classic, especially the cartoon. Yes, absolutely. Really good stuff. They had like even a web series and like a video game based off Sam and Max. You running long tonight, Rocky? No, I got to get to dinner, actually. My wife was just texting me. She's like, when are you going to be done? But we're at card 29. We got 50 total. We're going to fly through this. This is Dave Johnson. Dave Johnson did one of the Long Halloween, Last Halloween. Man, that got some great artists on that series. But he's a great cover artist. He also did that Super Patriot book. I don't know if you guys remember that. See, that would want to be one of my YouTube challenge questions. What stream... Should I make that a question? We'll do that. What stream... This is the first YouTube challenge question. Just impromptu. What stream... Give me the stream and the time code. The name of the stream, I guess it would be the date, and the time code that we talked about Super Patriot. Because that was Dave Johnson. He was the artist on that. That was an image book. Awesome. And yeah, that's what it says. So yeah, the way that would work is DM me your answer. Don't post it in the YouTube challenge board section of Discord. DM it to me through Discord and let me know your answer. And the first one who does will get a point. And then we'll tally up the points at the end of the month. I have a little poll or a scoreboard I can build into this Discord. And the person who has the most points will win my first giveaway. There we go. Pressure to do a giveaway now. You know what? I'll make that giveaway my film study series. There you go. We're making plans. See, it's all working. It's all working, guys. All right, this is Gary Gianni. Look at this awesome pen and ink. Beautiful. I love this. It's really dramatic and like it's not Madman at all, but it is. It's super dramatic, cool. Gary Gianni did a series called Monster Men. And he also did a lot of Hellboy work. He's also a concept artist. So he did a lot of visual development work for Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy movie. Probably because he's worked with Mike Mignola a lot. But yeah, he's a great, great artist. This is Michael Avon Oming. He has this kind of cool, clean graphic style. He worked on... Ooh, goodness. They're listing some old books that he's worked on here. Judge Dredd, Foot Soldiers. But he did something more... I think Powers. There's a book called Powers that he was the artist on. Very cool. Mark's Music Obsessed says, wait, say that again. Okay, so Mark, the challenge is give me the title of the stream. It's a My Wednesday comic stream. Surprise, surprise. Give me the title of the stream and the time code of when we talked about Super Patriot by Dave Johnson. Sam and Max cartoon. Oh, yeah. I went all Leroy Jenkins on the fourth wall. Nice. Love the reference. Mark's Music Obsession. Love the reference. Here we go.
Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Sorry, that accidentally played. Nice reference, Mark. This is one of my favorite cards from this series. This is number 32. One of my favorite cards. Can you guys guess who this artist is? I'll give it 5 seconds. Or I guess there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube. I'll give it 10 seconds. Give me your guess of who this artist is. While I take a sip of water and look at the chat. It's okay, John. You don't have to participate. You're just going to miss out on the cool free giveaway that I'll have at the end of the month. This will go under... No. So don't post your answer on the YouTube challenge board tab because then other people will see it, right? So, yeah, just DM me on Discord. You can send me a message directly on Discord. And if you can't figure that out right now, Mark, I know it's been a lot of like technical stuff, new technical stuff. You can DM me on X too. I know you know how to do that. So yeah, you have enough to look for a time code. That's right, John. Okay, can you guys guess who this artist is? Should I reveal? That's right. We don't do anything. We don't do anything slow here except catch up in the chat. On the tip of your tongue, Cranberry, come on, take a wild guess. This is, I'll give you a guess, or I'll give you a hint. He is affiliated with Batman Animated. Yes. Yes, he does. Bruce Timm, not Bryce Timm. Come on. Yes, it's Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm is the artist on this one. I love this rendition of Madman because it's like so simple and just like simple shapes, but it's beautifully done. Look at that color and the lighting and the pose. It's amazing. And this is actually Madman's older costume. It was before his hair showed at the top. He wore a full mask like this with like a lightning bolt there. It's really cool. So, yes, thank you. Yes, looks like Freakazoid. Bruce Timm was the designer on Freakazoid. Great reference, John. The coloring makes him look nude. I could see that. I could see that. Did what wake me up? I wasn't asleep. Nice. The Leroy Jenkins playing, that would be amazing if that woke you up. So yeah, this was Bruce Timm's version. I love this one. It's one of my favorites out of this set. We're almost there. 33. Bill Ray. Bill Ray is a phenomenal artist, animator, worked on Ren and Stimpy, worked on Samurai Jack, worked on Powerpuff Girls, and great comic book artist too. And he did this short series in Dark Horse Comics called Big Blown Baby, which he looks kind of like this, but not like with the Madman colors. But he was this weird, fat, muscular baby. Crazy. He's more kind of cartoony in his style, but you can see they're like Ren and Stimpy-isms there. Like if a lot of the times you would see those close-ups in Ren and Stimpy that were like hand painted and like really detailed and like a full-on oil painting. It was Bill Ray. Really cool stuff. This artist I'm not familiar with, but he's doing this kind of crazy Jack Kirby style. His name is Matt Brundage. Also a friend of Mike Allred, working on his short films. They say he worked at Spumco with John Kricfalusi, the creator of Ren and Stimpy. So yeah, not super familiar with his work, but it's kind of fun, this like Jack Kirby version of Madman. Mark likes the Bill Ray card. Yeah, it's cool, right? Here we go. Who is that? Todd McFarlane doing his McFarlane best on Madman. Arguably not the greatest rendition of Madman. Not my favorite, but it's very McFarlane. So yeah, you guys know McFarlane. Spider-Man, Spawn, Incredible Hulk, one of the top artists of all time in comic books, and definitely a big favorite of mine when I was growing up. Look at that humble brag. Comrade Sammy, you're good. I walked away literally just a minute, came back with a membership. This is an amazing version. This is Mobius, you guys. Mobius, one of the premier world global comic artists of all time. We've looked at a lot of Mobius stuff on stream before, and I love this simplified version of Madman, but it still feels like Madman, which is cool, and it feels like Mobius, so beautiful. And I bet you Mobius whipped this out in like 10 minutes. You know, it's like really, really simple, but amazing. Arzak, the Inkle, it's Mobius. This is a fun one. I'm not that familiar with this guy's artwork, but it's kind of fun because it's got that like campy feel to it. His name's Gene Fama, and he's done some work on Doom Patrol, but just kind of this cool campy painted style. Make sure to send lots of turtles in the chat. Emo Trash, you got to use those emojis now. You can. Cranberry says, I like the guest artists. Yes. Mark Music Obsession says, I loved Ren and Stimpy. Have about 10 sealed #1 comics. Okay, Mark. One of these days is a good reminder, and I will remember this. I actually was thinking I was going to pull out this comic for today, but I'm not. There is a John Cristofalusi comic book that he put out with Jimmy the Idiot Boy. He did a whole series. It's really, really fun. But if you like Ren and Stimpy, you will love that. So stay tuned for that one. It's a good one. There we go. Are the even though you can't see it in eCam, those are the turtles right there. Amazing. Yeah, feels trippy. The Mobius. Yeah, it's amazing. Why does the turtle have a 30 on it? Because it takes me 30 minutes to catch up on the chat. That's why. Yes. This is Cam Kennedy. Cam Kennedy is one of the most famous Star Wars comic artists. Really good Star Wars comic guy. And he also is a British artist that's worked on, like, I feel like all the British artists have worked on either 2000 AD, British comic artists, 2000 AD or Judge Dredd. And he's worked on Judge Dredd. But yeah, he's very much known for his Star Wars comic work. Do you guys know Chris Bacalo or Bacalo? I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. He did a book with Image called Steampunk, and he was also the artist on Uncanny X-Men. He's drawn on Spider-Man, bunch of Marvel stuff, predominantly Marvel stuff. But yeah, this is an awesome little like hot rod Mike Allred kind of feel. Love it. Awesome one. What you doing? This is another one of our master study recipients. This is Barry Windsor Smith, and I could recognize his ink work anywhere just because I tried it myself. You can kind of see his signature there, BWS. But it's kind of funny. One of Madman's props or things that he uses is a yo-yo, so he kind of put it in there. It's cool. It's not quite in style with Madman. He's very heroic looking, and Madman's not that, but it's awesome anyway. I had mentioned this guy. His name's Paul Chadwick. He is one of the Legend. He was under that Legend banner, and his claim to fame is an independent book he produced of a character called Concrete. I've never read Concrete, actually, but it's beautifully drawn. He's a ink brush artist, really good comic artist. And Concrete is this huge, large character that's made out of concrete, basically, like a gentle soul. And So yeah, I don't know that much about that story. I'm kind of a little bit embarrassed that I don't, but I should read that book because it's done really well. And for the most part, I think Paul Chadwick, other than like guest artist on some things, that's all he's focused. Like he's never been a superhero artist. Always worked on concrete. It's supposed to be like really poetic and kind of heartfelt. It's not like an action adventure comic. This is Bill Morrison, who is he created a comic company called Bongo Comics that produced the Simpsons comics. So he's got like Simpsons vibes in his work. And then he had his own comic called Roswell, which was this little alien character here. All right, how many more we got? We are at 43. 7 more? 8 more? This is an amazing, amazing artist, Kent Williams. He's a painter, I think by trade, but he does comic work as well. And one of the things that I knew a lot about, or not knew a lot, but was exposed a lot to Kent Williams' art was his Havoc and Wolverine miniseries that he did with Kent Williams and John. Was it John J. Muth? So I was literally that was gonna be one of the things I was gonna look at today. Yeah, John J. Muth. If you don't know this series, if you guys don't know this series, it will knock your socks off, and it's totally worth us talking. But I'm not gonna do it today. But this is Kent Williams right here and John J. Muth. They're two painters, two comic book painter guys. I'm not a big fan of like painted comic books, except Shant's. That one's amazing, but Shant is Shant. But these guys, this is one of the best painted comic books I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, this is his version of Madman. He worked on Sandman as well too. All right, almost there. This is a screenshot. Oh, wait, what? You missed my post about getting a Shant painting earlier, Rocky. Oh, what? Did you receive one of his paintings already? Wait. Okay, wait, I'm behind. Now, how do I see this link? No, I don't want to see top chat. Okay, let me see. Let's see, Mark. Oh, dang, you got that painting, Mark? I saw a little bit of that. I couldn't catch that stream, but I saw Shant. That was like magic watching that happen. And to be honest, I've never seen Shant paint from like zero to pretty much finish while streaming like that. I don't know why. Usually he's like, midway through a process when he starts his stream, and you get to see a little bit of detail, but I've never seen him go from like nothing to totally finished. You got that one? That's amazing. Share it on Fourth Discard wall, Mark. So yeah, share it on there. John J. Muth, Moon Shadow. That's another book. I haven't read that one, but yeah, he's famous for that one. I bid on it during the stream when he painted it live. That's amazing. Congratulations. Yes, he's such a good teacher, Shant is. He's a really, really good teacher. And I mean, he was so burned by his experience. So yeah, I love that he's kind of taken it back, and not just like totally cut it off, because he's just a natural teacher. As you guys know and have been on his stream before, he's a natural teacher. He can do it in his sleep. And he's so encouraging and really good at what he does. So I'm glad you guys are seeing that side of him. This is Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, right here doing his version of Madman, which is amazing because it looks like The Simpsons. It looks like Madman. It's like perfect. Only took him an hour. Yeah, amazing. And also Life in Hell, which was that book. I was talking about earlier. This is Walt Simonson. Just recently, I posted on X. It was Walt Simonson's birthday, and I have a signature of his. This signature, I can't zoom in anymore, but his signature looks like a dinosaur. And I met him. He came to our school and talked because he actually went to the same school I did. And he showed me how his signature evolved from a dinosaur. He loves dinosaurs. So Walt Simonson, one of the greatest of all times. He was also in the Legend imprint. He did a book called Star Slammers. We've looked on that on stream before. Thor, he is the best Thor artist ever. The creator of Beta Ray Bill. He did that RoboCop versus Terminator artist book that I have. I love Walt Simonson. He's awesome. And he's still working today. I mean, he must be in his 70s and he's still killing it. He's amazing. Everybody's talking about dinner. I definitely can say I learned a ton from him in his streams on the mindset of being an artist. Shant is a master of his craft. He is. He's the best. He's so good. This is Derek Thompson. Derek Thompson is actually somebody I know. He lives here in the Bay Area. Has worked with like ILM, Pixar. I think he's still at Pixar, storyboard artist there, but he's also an incredible designer and monster designer. I've looked at his sketchbook before on stream. I remember going through his sketchbook. He used to draw like a monster a day, and then he came up with a sketchbook of it. But yeah, he's an awesome, awesome monster designer. And then he does some comics, but mostly working in the film and animation industry. So cool. It's funny because this is like this really like raw picture, but like Madman's holding a toilet brush cleaner, and this weird creature has like a party hat. I don't know what's going on. It's all absurdist humor. This is I don't know this artist work, but he's a freelance illustrator. Does like more like magazine illustrations and stuff, but kind of a cute little playing card here of Madman. Kind of fun. This is fan favorite Mark Silvestri doing his version of Madman. Kind of crazy, all like jacked up, muscular, go toe to toe with Batman. But yeah, he's almost too cool for school in this one, but it looks totally awesome and very much a Silvestri drawing. Two more to go. Ronnie Del Carmen, which is amazing. Ronnie Del Carmen got to be number 49 in this set. Ronnie Del Carmen is one of the top story artists that came out of Pixar. He is a comic book artist. He is from the Bay Area as well. I've met him a number of times. But he is most known for like all the heartfelt moments in Pixar some of the best Pixar moments. So, some of the best Pixar movies. So like when in Inside Out, when Bing Bong sacrifices himself. Do you guys remember that moment? That was Ronnie Del Carmen. When the whole montage in Up, when the two kids are growing up, the old guy, and then they get old together, and then, spoiler alert, the wife dies. That was Ronnie Del Carmen. Amazing. He's a dude that really knows how to communicate emotion in his artwork. He actually got his start as a storyboard artist on Batman the Animated Series, if you can believe that. And so he knows how to do a superhero style. He draws amazing girl characters too, and just dynamic stuff. So this is a really cool piece of his with Madman and Joe and this like crazy robot. I know, I'm so dead. But this last one is going to blow you guys away. It's awesome. Drop that screenshot of the painting under the share stuff tab. When I get it, I'll post a proper photo. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Bing Bong related to... I don't even know why I'm reading your comments anymore. This last one is awesome. Frank Frazetta drawing Madmen. So cool that he could get the master, Frank Frazetta, one of the best fantasy comic book illustrators of all time, to draw Madman. Very, very appropriate that he is the last card in this series, because you got to end it with a bang. And there you go. There's Mike Allred's Madman, drawn by Frank Frazetta. Frank Frazetta, also known for Death Dealer and Conan and just all sorts of awesome fantasy artwork. We did it! 50 Bubblegum cards. Holy cow. No Bubblegum included, though. Bummer. But yeah, it's a great set. Really awesome. I love that they did this. I wish they would do it more. It's just fun. Fun stuff, and just a huge powerhouse roster of artists on this. This is a special membership launch stream. She will give you some grace, I bet. I don't know. We'll see. I'm either that or I'm eating dinner by myself. Oh, I just got a text of where they went. So I guess I'll meet them there. That buys me a little bit more time. Last but not least, that's right. That's right. Comrade Sammy saying, try her Arizona. Wait, which one? What flavor? Mango Arizona. Really? I like the straight up like iced tea, the sweet iced tea of Arizona. I don't like mixing too much of stuff with my iced tea. F's in the chat for when Madame Ballestas simply turns Rocky into dinner for his tardiness. Cranberry Landers likes Mike Allred. I do too. I think, his stories are really fun and his creations are awesome. But I think what made such a deep impression to me was how nice and cool he was in person and friendly to me, like a nobody kid when I met him. And that just made a world of difference to me. Like, it almost didn't matter. It's like every time I saw his artwork, I was like, that impression of him being a nice person, like, added to it. So, yeah, great stuff. Okay, so last but not least, Madman Bubblegum cards. These are the 4 things we looked at today. I mean, the Bubblegum cards had more than 4 stuff in it. But give me a vote in the chat, you guys. What was your favorite thing from today? I need some Jeopardy music. Like, this kind of stuff is cool, is okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe this will move over to Discord. I don't know. We'll see. It is a little bit clunky the way I do it, but I do like it that it's on screen here and Discord. I guess I could bring the Discord poll up here. I'll have to think about it. We'll have to think about it. Those are inside thoughts. John says, "What was the Wendling?" Oh, it was a sketchbook. Sketchbook. Where did I put that? Oh, here. I went through this book. I don't know if you were in the chat already, John. It's called Drawers 2.0, but it's basically an art book of Claire Wendling, who's a French artist. A lot of concept sketches, animal sketches. She's worked in animation and comics. She's amazing. Okay, let's see. Timmy Mello says Drawers 2. That's the one. All right, so Drawers 2. We're going to give it a ×1 for Timmy Mello. Lindsay Rose says she liked the cards. Got it. ×1. Emo Trash likes Spawn. Nice. Spawn. ×1. Mark's Music Session says Bubblegum cards. All right. ×2. I do need some music, right? Spawn. You revealing your memberships was the best part for me. Aw. You sending out gift memberships was the best part for me, Cranberry Landers. John says Wendling. All right. times 2. Cranberry Langer says Wendling too. Wow, surprise. Times 3. Okay, let's see. Comrade Sammy, did you vote? I know you're out there. Awesome One, did you vote? I get a little bit of a delay on... Ecamm, so maybe you guys did vote. No, it's delayed on YouTube too. Comrade Sammy, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Awesome One says Madman. All right. Times 3. This is great. This is a tight race here. Comrade Sammy, Bubblegum cards. That's Madman. All right. Times 4. Is this going to tip it? Who's this guy? Mark. I mean, big boy. That's not fair. I mean, bubblegum cards were already neener, neener. We're already winning by 1. That's hilarious. Is that everybody? Wait, yeah, Lindsay Rose, yeah. Mo's gone. He's disappointed. If we had to guess, what would have Mo voted for? I don't think it matters, right? We're already 2 over. That's right. Well, we were actually 1 over. So we're going to give it because of time. I'm going to give it to Madman Bubblegum cards, right? Madman Bubblegum cards. That was a close one. I did get John. I think John said Wendling, right, John? Let me just double check. Yeah, I think Wendling was for me is what John said. Yeah, we did get that one. There we go. All right, Bubblegum, Madman Bubblegum cards won it. Amazing. Doctor Strange portfolio, not so popular. But great job, you guys. Yes, Wendling. Okay, perfect. What are you talking about? Awesome One. You know what? I don't know if I've ever eaten a Wendy's burger. Mo is in Bancroft Street. No problem. All right, cool. Is that it? Dude, we did it, guys. 3 hours plus stream on a Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys, we launched memberships. It was a little bumpy at the beginning, but we'll smooth it out as we go. Join the Discord. I'll pop the Discord. Do I have that still in? No. That's, well, here is, wait, why did that show up? Here is the Fourthwall link, which was a little confusing. I'll admit. We'll try and iron that out, but it seems like Mark's Music Obsession figured it out. And then here is the Discord link. You guys. That's right. Rocky Inc. is open, baby. Wendy's has decent burgers. Really? Okay. We'll have to give it a try. Not today. We are not eating at Wendy's tonight. Go eat with their family. We're not that important. All right, you guys. It's been a blast. Thank you so much, everybody that dropped the super chat. Mark's Music Obsession. Man, that guy is just swinging for the fences with his support. I appreciate it. Cranberry Landers, all you guys who became members, whether that was gifted or on your own volition, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. It helps give me a boost to continue building on this crazy channel, and let's see where it goes. You know, it's kind of opened up now. We've part of it is in your hands, good or bad. And you guys are going to help me grow this into even more fun community. So thank you so much. It's awesome. I don't just have to talk about, well, what's the next master study, which we will, but there's so much more to talk about here now. We got the YouTube challenge board, which is find me the name of the stream, give me the time code when I talked about Super Patriot by Dave Johnson. I'll drop that question in Discord later tonight, just in case anybody forgets. And there's community polls. There's the Super Duper Comic Club. We will start taking suggestions on there. Share stuff. Drop some links in there. Always fun to see what you guys are looking at, inspired by, laughing at. And we'll have the film studies. Hopefully we'll start that soon. So much good stuff. And then all the secret stuff that Mark's going to see, because he broke the fourth wall. So anyway, a lot of good stuff. We're going to have a lot of good fun here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Rocky Ballesteros. Hit that like before you guys head out. Lindsay Rose was first in the chat. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. Oh, one last thing. I believe, keep your eyes peeled for my channel or on my community post or Discord. Wow, I'm so confused now. But I believe Sunday I will be streaming again with Evan on his channel, the Evan Edition. So we'll be talking pop culture stuff there. So I'll mention all this membership stuff too again, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, check that out. That'll be on Sunday, probably Sunday evening, early evening. All right, take care. Have a great weekend. I got to go eat dinner. See you later. Bye-bye.